Ghana my bedroom from one next that will mamba power Juni Ghana Hokane. Akoko Abon you transport that was dire swan. When the Makana and what would be a chance? What does
get away. Cheat a little bit, then you will have to pay. Cause when you think it's peace and safety, my friend, sudden destruction's your end. Oh, cause you can't be wrong and get right. No matter how hard you may try. Anything happens in darkness must come in light, for you can't be wrong and get right. Yes, if you play with fire, man, you must get burned. If you didn't know, then you better learn. Cause if you take it down, man, I'm sure you will find you can't be wrong and get right.
No testimony, Kimbo one love also can me defy of this one love count. No, we are sure so here. Mrs. Way. Only do so what you do at all. No way.
Oti radio this is here.
Oh, and our staff is also here. Boss, and we say last week this year.
Aye.
All right. Last week is here. Promises Uber walk. Say you ruling out vaccination now. Uber walk. Ain't you know? Wow.
Give me what videos no. I cannot hear me the man no. Ain't Monday. And your center KCCR close to about 100 doses. In the staff are you na my name director Obia Woye and lecturers and Penufua Omwedi Dusia Coetry professors no maritime be bring so woye.
Okay.
And also more underlying conditions woye. Inti KNUSC staff there and Penufo there so far or cover
wonderful. Many maybe didn't cover but me name Zebia. So what's the deal? Your friend Dr. Richard Lawrence Randolph.
Me about pension.
What in the car?
Mama, or your deputy director, clinical care, Ghana Health Service, I was Shanti.
Well, you part
only the packet to Accra.
Dr. Rita Lars Randolph, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, now what is a doc?
Namia Domishmi Hoye.
Because time me tiu di na me yam hye na me ka say untimi nkachi.
Ni broni bi na ebe.
Because we didn't know me who baby Ghana there were Richard Larson Randolph. A point I thought so you're German. Now if you can say was I a Danish, was I English? Be sure so we are no pay.
Nyamia do ho pa.
The nyamia si. Say pania no yashas ye ewo. And maybe be ewo. Na umu a ubehia obi a Akoko wo obi na bia or can we see one tape you wish what to be on like kakra e won the video no mama so far a vaccination say na eko e wa Ashanti region han
yo me da say bitia ekifo nyina de mekan say e COVID-19 vaccine e fatie no yenya nhyaase ne na ye say je ati hu kakra wu na meka say ye hyaase no ekuyi ushe figures ayenya from Canada na otunfo di ka wo ye no ekoye ni ma utinu se da bia nipa ekoje panie no na dos meka se ekoyi eniema kakra bia na hayen eye se ye ti e capture data ni nyina obi a ho nsem no ye fa wo afidie so tablet another computer ketwa ye kita ye nsem bi. And because a vaccine, your best time I will be in second dose, in the empathy, your day mistake, yeah, and untina, your tablet, may capture information. But the who you say, tablet, no, more and more than for information, you go to a check a crack. In the many idea, mechanic say, aha, drink a crack. As so no, Namencha, the Enrano. National Assam Brain Tablet Nefofro, Yachama District Nina. In me, who say, your bet was Koswa, Bekuyi, may encourage you say Ubia and Concord Japan.
That's not Pania by yes,
and many are seminal. Dear by ye answering, dear non name next point I made that say. And call for any understanding be to say vaccine, and they say in 14 days, and I say now watching you near ye jaiwo and chesa. The woman they say vaccine, say, what Nipaka Crabia and one. In Kiwusha, yes, you weigh your first consignment and I said first state. In the buying na 600,000 the buy. That 600,000 in the Ashanti region nyaye 230,000. That 230,000 just a nyadia a best nyadia vaccination ye be in 2 weeks. A buying gushu yen shishaye. The vaccines nebeba 80 botayen na ne say entoma yebedu October so me no na yetinia vaccinate there's 20 million Ghanaians. Ushe Ghana estimated population na 30 million. And you say you vaccinated 20 million na just say you vaccinated there 60% of the population. No na ebe boa yen say ya ye no ye brain ase na nye say nipa 230 and 600,000 enti no when the third phase and ye can say omo ye at high risk no ye di kan awo but vaccination ne de ebe toa so sa the chefo nya sa understanding na ebe boa said you move to anchor vaccination centers, because few of the centers are, which you can say protocols, COVID protocols, a bimundi so because Omako Google be you almost say, oh, now watching you, now you're daddy. Your bet was said you see when you're no, a bedu baby no, a be routine. I'm to say we two kwanya wo yellow fever ni adi enti ya ko so awo enti metre obi a se omunya abotre
na madam Pacho you say we want so so sa wo bi in 2 months and 2 weeks and it is say
Pacho no pre e wo muta
so we want to say
vaccination na say di o ma ye nti wo we ya honam no ehu se bibi aba with the animal enti o produce de ye beka ne antibodies e beku atia ya ye no wo second dose na medical term ne can mystic response enti de atene say what are produce antibodies no ketia crampo thing first time na wo ye no nti eno no ye booster dose enti no bia wa wo bia no in 8 weeks time no ye besan awori bi sanity
yo na minim se bia se mo anya reports about said ye enkrofo reactifa mi momu de menkai se bia menya reaction bia but mo aso ye let say
yo me da se yenya enti yesa enti meka se mekra mishu menya reaction ta ama report the thing say wo panye na ade na ye de wo no o me make me hu se de meka no twi mo ba
osiesia bibi
osiesia te wanya ya wie ni bi enti sa na wo body ni so react enti ba complain bebre ayenya no obi ye site na ye wo no nta fa ye se be de panye ni wo no ho ye ni ya enti eno mo no ye consider me say a normal reaction and I say be one hu kakra bi ho aye kokko kakra ena other complaints ayenya no general body pain enti e bi be sori anopa no ye wo no na de wan tehwe no kwada ya ade chinye no o se me ho ye ne bete ne ho na ma ye ne hodo ebi mpo a complain say o manu e ye o mo no ti say de o manya malaria no enti so far de ta complaint no ena yenya ena meka ejitu say ye wo one incident ekoba say obi report it ano so obi reporting yenya nti ye na ye nhwehwem enti ye wo de friend say serious any non serious enti we ni na ye say serious ba ye ye guso a ye hwehwem no ye ni malaria test no na say owo malaria parasite so can we sometimes no reaction ni bi no and the fat pattern na wako directly be so can enter
no cause online no play up I'm say what some baby original hello doc yeah re-raise Dr. Mame Dr. Rita Larson Rindolph I need dinko we want a deputy director clinical care Ghana Health Services Ashanti region enti ene covid abesen nipa ko mu a obi a hye bibi no sa yetu komo ene ene edi no se wo nkomo ehu enso so adwenche bia na question bia 0265 170336 0265170336 it's your birthday Akusua se wa bodu OKNUST nursery KG1 o papa ni Jeffinsia bodu of UTV Akusua se wa bodu happy birthday we share birthday with Mr. Kwabena Ejepon with Mrs. Lordina Mahama Doc hello Doc
hello
oh na air rough na ekati enti wa
yo medase na me ka say reactions no anaka ye wo panye na ntinsan so bia tini nya na bi wo ba na panye na ye dia wo na enti report ayenya no ye say bi mo si da bia wo mo panye no mo sa e ho ni yo mo ya anaka e ho ahu kakra e ho aye kokko ene bi su be sorry anopa no mo hu ase wo ma ya bu ni bisa no
ye ho ya ni ya
ho nam ani ho ya ni ya na ba ku bi a ekoba ase ni edwin se ne die be ye serious no ye hwehwe mu no na chese owo malaria parasite no obia complain a ye nhwehwemu na who say a vaccine related papa ne ho ana say ye coincidental na ebia ono awo ne yare bi e wo hodada na ne pane ne wo no aba behia ba ye be say etiefo ye be encourage you mu say obia obewo pane ni bi no wo reaction on report because ehun hia say ye behu
obi say owo wi na nanumu awo no so ka symptoms no na say obi nya symptoms na ono ewo ho kwa say okoto paracetamol ana bibisa do you recommend that
Becca says symptoms ne say wo ho ye wo ya de pa over the counter drug ubetimi afa but was a report ma obi health personnel ana apomodin obi oye adwuma wa apomodin etimi tie wo ehwe o awuhie mo para was ye hu bibi enti no de ye no say ye encourage say wo panie ni wi a anka be ya na de bia ye wo no kakra be 10 minutes ansana wakufie eno so bo but obi a reaction na o share na enko na ntine fie pacho the vaccination site na say hospital bia ben na report.
Doc, finally say ye kasi ebu nkunta ubsu say asante mantem anipa do say na bia pane na wura wo
ano ye ma ye vaccines in 230,000 out of 230,000 nipa enura area na omudin we fidie mu so ma wo no 30,041 enti or how inchichemu be dumiensa 30 mefa we fidie so I encourage amanfo say omonko no monko wo omo falling within omo healthcare workers omo security agencies more media phone because media phone me share my number no 149 pena awo asakenra enti media phone monko ene ma me mo magi ntie edusia echi no omonko wo ye wo pa ehwe dan omo wo panie no omo twen ahwede ebeye omo ansa na omo akọ enti ye besre omo ma wo bi mi mu ye me wa ha mesre omo bia nkonko wo panie obi o falling within first phase nonko wo panie.
Dr. Rita Larson Rindolph ye dasi anopay ene oso adaje a wode aboa ye de COVID-19 ye besa aba ebre bi so na ncheche mu bia wa e bi hia ye dasi anopay enjoy your day. Dr. Rita Larson Rindolph en ye tin nka no na Dr. Mike so we dey say wadwuma no ayafo ene Dr.
ayafo pa mi aminu about
wo panie no unya reaction bi
day one me wo wie ye ne de na me fine but me call die abia chie na ma battery baby am wo na me ya na me nsa no kura asa me page na me den na me hunam nyina I say me ho ayem brebisa nti na me rest kakra na me no para na me sha say me ko adwuma kakra but still na me ho tine me papa nti me be fit tembe die but adie san chi third day no na me hu sa fe de my fine
they say they fine
my fine pa but no my for de bi so obi o hono ma wo wie ye anadwo na se awo tisi ni so nti bi obe fresh awo de no na esi okay on pepara binum no on rest with you bebre na after 2-3 days no omo nyina ye fine ama omo ye omo adwuma bibia akoso kama nti o ka say last week na ye ka say trial no mo ye o UK and Brazil ni South Africa no HS our vaccine na be 50% obi omuti be yo mo ya bi o ho no mo hu number yo mo ya bi o ho no man san be bi o de word and say ho be yo ya nti some of these symptoms are there we expect CBC but ye carry na so bebre so ye psychological be adwunimu obi had bibi wo di trima osusu se odi ade no wona bibi beye no nti tubo ha enye se bi aduro na odi wo di pan na ba na sa de na ma ye bibi but nipa na akasa susuye bi ewo ni mu ana se bi bibi ehye de ho de da no na obi a wa hwe ya no obi aka wase bi mention story bi obi na oba hospital obi se na busu ani bi yare na omo person twini moja di si nipa ne so enti oko hospital ko trans mo twini moja be wo se moja kotoa be 500 mils afi omo twiwe no ohwe moja ni sa o se awode no ade sa fa moja ni sensi bisu bi oni pasa no se enye se onu ahwe moja wa twe fu du nam ni ma e de so opia ahwa na bibia enti sometimes the psychological effect wo hono but so far nyame adom symptoms ne signs na ya tete ni bebre HSA are very minimal sabi minti se obi afrim anase bibia you be out of all this inti so far nyama akoso which is very encouraging and said Dr. Randolph Kano I was say akoso I encourage say obi abayere no ho na watimi I part of this exercise na yenyina yetimi edi aboasu nkudim ma obi nse na adwumu se okowa we beye no ana bibi beye no enyina yawo enso king
America for awo ebi awo but see one Dr. Fauci be American in the script was it there's a potential new spike na say one wanna say still and you say beat me as a spike here I just say yes you are the buyer ha it's me the cancer
king okaya last week he did come on na e ka say all vaccine kura wi a was so social mask we are physical distancing we are ko office aboa ne ni deal no yenyen hunu suban ni se dosi danda no hofa vaccine ya use for AstraZeneca we virus no ahohoro bi a etim bo ho ban old virus na free Wuhan by no na UK dia BB117 South Africa dia ni say no bambo no bo ho ban na mum form kakra Uwe US any California, any New York, any other cities now. Omonya about 6 different types of aba. Omukro omu vaccine Pfizer ni Moderna yesi anu ye din anka ye nyina ye wo bi no. Sa mwano kramputimi escape sa omu vaccine omu wo no. Nti kamia ye se omu de no omonya ni bi wo no aboa no pre no ho. So betimi adan ne ho ntem se de be ya vaccine omu wo no embunka mo fa ne so. Intino akoye 2 ase aboa no ekona na vaccine nso ba esa aboa no so watra wi ase ache u study microbiology ni mwankitikiti ya ye gidi so mu wo hokra san nipa da san kura ba wi ase nti omu nim niema bebre efa nipa ni wedie mu ni mwa mu ni manam nti kwasa nipa population ye bo modern se betimi asuppress aboa no so enam nyansa kwa bi so dada no nti menya surprise nti normally e beba ne say first vaccine say ayewo yi me nya ongonga say ebi a third dose be say aba say ebi a after ye wo ye no strains we do ho no ma as still na cause infections nti other dose be kasa afi dose e to so nyensen de enu betimi akova nti mmiri bi abo ne beda ne ho bia no omutimi ye vaccine foforo na se dan ho a odi aso na no dan ho da sko si se ebidu mi bia bo sa afi de abo no odudu na no kra se wa anye sa ubewo bewie no foforo no enso be hye ase na ono so abunka ma fa so enu na I think say the whole world is very concerned.
Vaccine ya vaccinating be tiasia the more aboa no be mutate or be sesa no ho be ba in different forms no the more ne enso so ye be pe kwan bia ye be wo
intina ye say ye modern say ye nyina betime vaccinate about 70% because tisia nipa kakra ne vaccinate omo vaccinate no mo yare no omo ma aboa no kwan sa aboa no nkoso danda no ho it ultimately cover majority of the population that ultimately see no kwan tem o man no space say on dan no ho because u ja no so on dan no ho by the time I go be we na aboa na sa dan ya de foforo that is how I see cover but said America no idea you say technology am the vaccine we the same technology ni wo ho no into dan ho pe na say wasesa vaccine no aka say bia mini dose we aba ebetimi asona no nti enu ne hope say ebetimi still na akọ ahead of the virus na scientific community netimi ai bibia fa ho
say cases here figures are more record no my increase be say yeah try na yeni aboa no eko anase ono so no defeat ye.
King is very encouraging to see asset Endra with samples are abani positive fire is somewhere between 5 to 10%. Once you acquire almost by 40, almost 50. See above from drastically. Okay, say ye discussion. I make say, oh here boy we subaya a share say a kwa kokopim. Nenwa sa inti oh here see a sunny a best sunny about to very low level. But say about low level na say still no yang train ye ye na sai suma na say apeja. And see a nyamyadum a vaccine eba. Share a mask. Is physical distance. The baby and see a cost one maintain here. I likely say, likely say.
Don't worry. You phone and some pine phone.
Before my phone to silent.
What they are now? Phone.
Some pine there. I said you when you bring some pine out of pay them.
Dog.
It's the said that we can. Once physical distancing na yetimi so ne member at least ye share mask ye bibia kama no ye betimi akọ ahead of the virus na yetimi suppress no say the baby disun kunim see am fan serious na say dey say gu yechi na ka say ye jana mana 1990 sa dia and ye be wo be wi no ahwe ya na abona sa page ni mu na niema binu ma sai ta ki mi san fan ka ho say enye Ghana nko in fact I was say be born mampani abaso if you say Okaya 23rd address no ka say your vaccine be somewhere middle or latter part of March. And I was very happy say the whole Africa, Ghana and the the first country itimi enya vaccine ba yan kase emem. If free hona fi Cote d'Ivoire for SUD etwaso you see Nigeria for hwehwe so muso be komodia Sudan for any other countries say follow up. A very good step. I trust at least your systems now so you use are very efficient and robust. Say bibia person sakabia no nam say ye niema ko yenti ye setimika.
Enti sesi ya kase. Ebi susu say said o mampani etu anamon ewo ye. Or hene tumfo tu anamon wo ye vice president Kufo president everything afi yina ekosoro bi so say said the adnesia and wa hwe be kakra say wo ko ba bi kura na wo kura vaccination card a wo nko enti na manfo ewo no be mu de hina
me gidi say ni nyina no kura o ka say last week ni e ka say wo ye leader de bia no say leadership by example say leader ni tu anamon a eya na echidifo nya gidibo leader nim se ne leader na ye no eye nti nyina ye nto aso enti omampani action na o take ye no eye very good example and as a symbol a kire ye nyina se ade a o ye no eye ade a ye hope ne da so se ebetimi abo man ye nyina ye nto aso asante memu hanso nana etu anamo no megidi se nipa bebre ehu ye nipa bebre atie ama nya encouragement se say yanka say na na to anamo bi say dia na che say yenuma ye di akire no ye ni choice was say nyina timi sum because ayade a enya anko no ntu no nsi ho no so kwakoye enti eno ama encouragement kese wo hwe vaccination centers na me hwe KCC a Makoki University Makokuma South na me busa kwada so nipa etuba ho be wo vaccine e be yo ngwa but before that no na oka na nipa no adwi yo mu na ase omu gidi ebi gidi se omu wa bibi be yo mu but nipa de nije ni ahokeka sonko ewo ama nkrofo bi frefro bi apeso wo vaccine e kiro at least omu leaders no amomu resume say ayade ayen panimfo ko edi kai na chese yeso no ye ya be boy the other way so ye no kre you see I said you to kwan yasi ko COVID test obi a person obi ade COVID baniku in this one vaccine now one o risk of carrying virus no very high and na ye jao now the boy kroma e bia na uno virus na ewo mu no na bia ye virus suban fofora odi bo bi kroma e be ma ne dia atre intine beba criteria said ya yellow fever o anu akojira airport ni awo no sa na ba koye okwa na bia busa se wawo anasa onwo yo ya na wa ye ka no awo anya Saudi amamo baniku be bia megidi say we are person more approach because vaccine virus said ye tie baby and obi di free China And if we China 2 ya baby Pigana has it, and a baby high anka kwabi wo hono man ke betimi a block Chinese ni samo mumba and also mumu edubi asana maba meji ni sanga Ghana ha yebenya nti sana eventually e ba beye nti uti eche na so ka se wo de wabobo sana on wa e de a ebi ade be fo akwa buchi e be busa se o ka
e bi kra na o ka e na o be from bas kra bi e be busa se o but waduma wo ye nyina NCC for mutu ya o ka.
Okay, that's the last week busa se bi
I said busa because for me you are even working harder than those who ought to have worked on this. I can't say.
SCC for no more year juma.
Ba wo year juma.
So more communities no na ye mu bi ho no ma. O je buza sampai.
So o se ma me ka. O se ma me money din. Me so no me de obeka na miti. Me ne ni ase bia me money din wa. Chief.
Yes Ghana buy. Into as much as we can. And ye was ye bia betimi a church mu ye betimi encourage you bia so be ye at least betimi aboa. Me am your testing center ho. Say cases ni peja me na. It me feel say betimi use part of my time I educate public no ama cases na badawa me so betimi anya adaje esua ma de kakra a kire ma de kakra ama me so me ho atobi but say yamwa I educate public na and the near center you put 24 hours anajo ewia enumre de bia na test. All right, you see say this aspect near aspect
and I me how I do so where you Ghana ni o
me Ghana
who for region best.
Oh, me chrome Duampo, New Duampo, when I'm free.
Hefa. Central region.
Our Central region, I tried the Kunkuri down on the Kwan.
Kako.
Duampo. Unko Hoda.
Let me be Sasa Kako.
Was it? Kako. Yakaya Kwai.
It's Omunim.
Omunim.
Oko crew.
I'm going crew, so you call. Like you don't know purpose of having that.
Maybe we say we are not agitating my drink because
Ghana do compensation. But we work amount for no more. But the compensation we share for no with another life and that. And no problem. Your number one. As I say, what person? ABCS. Young trauma so switching to me and study to aji. Them name made of sweetie pie. Padaroma. One neck hokeni. Wabedi a children hokeni. Mufiyefu. Ministers. One more press from in our fishery reservoir. Minister, Monina, Monfa, Namon try. Would vaccination, Bama will be also making sure you are Monfa leadership by example, try it on yourself. And this is for Mr. Moya Papa John Dramani Mahama, one like Mr. Who PS or vaccine where Papa, we don't know about the we come and fight you because this year we say, do baby, I just say we have to fight. So, Mr. Wara, we'll come and fight you.
Eventually, President Mahama got injected. Vaccinated, but Obiana na Akoko. Let's say, Kasebi or Kansas Sebi, Kasebu. Uti Akoko Abon Hello 101.5 FM, and Independence Day of Republic of Ghana, 6 March. And the can was say, one more do our birthday, you know, Mr. Kobna Japan, and he do our birthday. Or any former First Lady, Lordina Mahama, any dinner birthday. Or any Amafuwa. Our sweet mother sports as time and they do our birthday. Madam Theresa Amapukia, Yepiase, and Nana Aduma Hostel, and we feel by Akosia Sapon, UTV. Mamma Credu, Same, Mabana, Kevin, any Lucy, and almost say, Madam Theresa Amapukia of Ayeduase, Nana Aduma Hostel, and there you are with a happy birthday to you. Amafua of sweet mother. Sports necessary order if you Betty anyone now for happy birthday to you. Mr. Sampai also Ewofi Hanamo opening good morning to you. Happy Independence Day. How are you doing? I'm fine.
Good morning, King. Somewhere.
Adum.
Unana Simimro sanitizer.
Nidanase. When I know we need pass the first
workers.
Now they wouldn't I know about one farmer as a family workers.
Oh, media said you're seeing if I'm on my workers. Media, I create a cam hundia, family members, and more.
For the sanitizer. A brand background.
Womuni, billboard in her.
Farmer Demian said, you don't say Java sanitizer. Said,
what is what? Vaccine the name a so ball from by now 1 more and also Nene. Fakwaina Yenya Miase. Ghana, if he baby bedrew, baby a tree.
Oko coach Trobasi. We can was him. Oko try piece of Emma, Oko Gu, Menana any master, as I say.
Unana, you must say.
Say or no. If you can't say,
Oh, Pruno.
El Pruno.
And be was a yes, you and young glasses a more. Yes, sister. Me would trim the Kuntuna, what it seems a minimum 20 minutes. Now, who prove 5 minutes a wood, Jania, and we say,
or simple 30 minutes.
20, 15 minutes. What's I not what you bet you said?
Anyway, very important message, my friend. Yes, Ghana Water Company Limited. Almost a young country Ghana for you and teach us something for us, sentimental for Mutiese. He said, Doom so no. Air cost no. I'm a barricade treatment plant no. Say no all my technical challenges. Esan a normal almost experience from Ghana electricity company. Intino almost me and near Juma and twice said the baby over here no. It is some parts of Kumasi be affected with water supply. Na ECG any Greek engineers na egusua air fixing problem no. Say almost air fixing problem no we are. Omo bema nsuo no so no aba ama wa ohie nsuo wanya bi enti Mr. Ocean no so sese no water for say o ka nsuo na edundum no eye kanea na enyina so na enti yesrew bomoden na make sure say obeti ase no wapi nsuo asi obribi nsuo ba no say kanea ni gina nsuo no so be gina sa so na Kebedu rentals so say unim hex ai de ya na friend ambulance no sa na me de meka no say unim twia here drivers in Mrantia Omedimfi, Eduasan Gokopim, Fiaduanine, Mobitimi Atro, mo application, Namodiako, Kebedu rental services, Udium, cross and one or more. Say, offer 0505 87 2020. 0505 87 2020 or me mount Chimubia. Now was when you do my now I could chika over Nubia content ping pong na bibia akosuyi. Na what if Mr. Samuel Pine and Ka Openi we say ya penasa debia yinyano debia no ayi bi ene Nyankopon de na bekensa ye frɛ no Francis Kofi Esquire or a private legal practitioner in Kumasi in Ashanti region of Republic of Ghana or a former president Ghana Bar Association Ashanti chapter a friend Donald friend lawyer Kofi na or the Kofi ono na ma meti saade we first say lawyer bia or no or cross examine obia or the yena kwana or yena kwana cafe or the bakuma kwana kwa nyi was lawyer we putu uno
say we dey putu
we putu uno no lawyer Kofi good morning.
Good morning.
Let's say, Chef, na kameno won komo bi o na obetimi atranse ama ye bi ansana politicians na akwa na me more time kakra. All right. And komo bi e cost many aje because after all in Ghana, so Ghana economy ma nice. Yes say aban na enyanse se bi say or the vehicles bi ba. Self cleansed vehicle. Uremu sanitize o ye obi bia na je say afei de nkrofo a omo se nose mask aye pa omo chew no nyina no uremu a automatically se bibi wo ho kra ntimi enko bia ho ena ntimi so emma sa asem minister for transport and a can wo vetin say before say ye be swear in no kra na say moves ho but appropriate time ye be di ho komo ntimi sapan wa wo pane
ngoy
lawyer Kofi wa wo pane
ai ma
who the other because said you see Pembra no dim raso we ya me ba ya na akọ we
me on Tuesday no
wow
king that's say me cover in ra
nobody say
na me ba Kumasi na me nim reaction
jajajai
minya
me pacho me sorry Sam's Mr. say me be microphone na me ye program me pesa what obi gira ha and then the champagne the guy nika national
na strategy ni kana
na sampai ono je ni kana ene
strategy ni kana
me fina
na once we call primary school ni kana because
na primary school ni se trousers
o say
ye ba si ni pass just ni pa uje na uje musika ba e na Saturday
am banking presenting rebuttal to nasem na all can Say, who said Nika, let's say, what this car? Well, brother, what primary school did I need Nika? What's with him say? Tama na ko to kujina na so na da bia ko stadium bia ko hwebo kra da Nika. Ena Nika zunim say ka ga ebi kra na.
Na Nika be man say Nika.
Me man say
Nika.
Yes, shorts.
Me man say shorts.
Is that okay?
It does say ka o kan na no. Wo no ka kire say for no kra respondents no be no de ko do say wo muni witness bia na say o ka say asem o kan no kra na nti wonni ano.
So lawyer ha impassive bia into
master Nickers me master shorts.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want go pan here.
To me na say me won nra.
E na onam yemusa. Na me person nra no me wom didi no the kind of reaction no me nya. Meanwhile na me nam kwamu me fa kwama bakumase. Wonam kwamu transit no BBC a wonim how you control it. I don't think ma continue arrangement after the program make a call. It's your birthday.
Nipa baba hu dawura team said okay no. You bet me asma kura se ko to gumbu kwakwa ye adwuma ye. Wo cordials won go it sign.
Of course.
We onya apart from so bo hu ban no. Wo si hu kwan to say o ma yare no nkonko kanipa foforo. What you say?
All right.
They are very very important.
And now you are with Louisa Okreku AEC. Yes, Afro Amagana, St. Anthony School, Akoko, and there was 17 years. O Papa and Nansa or Bofo or Bankline. And I'll say, oh, Mao, I would have a happy birthday to you, Louisa Okrekwesi Amagana. Now, some pine, Nansa or Bofo so chow. Now, I'm a super. Lawyer, Lawyer, my message in freeway. Nationwide COVID are taking off. What's it? Can say you be a boy soundbite be a binum SSS a biko kokra on bebono eventually President Mahama Wawo wosusu wawo leadership or hene e wo ma yina yehu bi binum wa no mo yinya o manim so ade no kra ne go enye ya anasa it depend the wo na anasa de na enye ya wo na yo ya
when can
chief
yeah Sabi ya wo ya 60s ne de yenim said the vaccination titino neti ya ni fi kakra no de hu ya no na ti say machine gun ya de wo de si wa ti enu ti ama ni pan be bresuro because then na machine na de wo na ti no enu kra ma wo bogun ansana wawo ya di ade na wo be wie su na ma wo hunam no aye empumpunja bia be sisi wa beti ho enu nti na ma nipa ne bebre no esuru ba se say de se na aye no I simple I to say a ordinary injection ya yi etini meme de no kra ne say mi hu se na etina me de compare titinu se de ne de wo no amu mi hu anti enye ya so of course me wo wie no eden abibia wura wo wiem enti no ho a obehu se ba bia ye wo no eye o ya kakra na obeda sori nso na bia wo nsa no agine kakra bi kwan bi so
okay na em say abnormal because to be honest me dey me nya reaction bia go bia our reaction kitten me kwa na any be say me na me nya correct
nipa body setup obi ade
and I me dey bia beba later everybody dey emrantemu na me dey bia
obi a was said react to draw vaccination ni na sefo nti obi kra ha wo nya symptoms bia enya ofi
all right so lawyer me tie wa
so say man dey no onya nanapa nti mu immune system na very strong
lawyer me tie
enti me dey me too for say obi anko because ye nyina dey boy hu ban na dey boy afoforo so hu ban ne panie no me hu so obi kra tro say oda nipa or inventors are yi panie kitikiti sa no say dey be wura wudi mu a wo nhyɛ dan enya feeling bia but of course nipa so omo wo no so eka ho because me call obi oba na wayire ne nsa yesi o so ogu nsam ema o muscles no relaxing na oyire wo nsam de nene na de kotena ne de wo definitely no omo so omo wa ombetu no na moja de akire it is ogugu wo nsam a nema yakeka en de se
who said here panya so de obi asro who panya no nko ade a ebe dura video no obeye ma who picture bi peri wa put us I think he is up and down
ma hu so omusuru kra ne doctor for na minim tesa omusuru panya sa
doctor for no so
I'm nyasem kitwa lawyer doctor for me
but I was the safest
doctors omuko we na sa omusuru panya
I was the
photo bi no e yete no get apa
na de what you asa na o chine saka but I said but na you first lady is just rope out no all right ntia opani na ya fe yenya politics
that what me say here oh me hanu scar bi o ha enye manko fruit dua na mtifi yo yes vaccination na lawyer can
that's obi na
obi who are we below 45 but unya bi from 50 going that time we cried almost the second knife and that see they draw na gum
I said and then get doctor drew na ye
vaccination masa
na ye do yeti they draw na you
so we not to come to yan go they no crash we bi na ye the afidie no bi besu a odo sanati se machine gun na be metia so na ye pa na boze de oni eyi stapler ebo crater ebo and they say you develop to the extent to say you know can there be some o catch ba so polio vaccination say you more panie enyo hwe ye de so catch ba say na che so ko ba ko bi na o nti ya besre obi a medru so a ma ye mpu enko so ma hye ye were categories of persons a ese wo mo ekokoju wo mo dia frontliners ni teacher for ni sanemanti mam me mpre ho said the kind enye da credit man ye na tokru bia benya ne dia about 20 million vaccines a wo mo de ba no bia benya ne dia
Ghana tokru bia benya ne dia
yes
okay
so ho ye
Nyame adom 0265170336
and no base
sure eno a ritual said the lawyer Kofi say wanko e can say a mesa anko botanisa ni dino enye complete squash said that wanko hono tsana tie uti bizo tukwa ya na wa figure na wa fi squash club eti ubedura ade san aname boalo ya
and yes squash no bonu keko wo mu wi a ode ya bo afonom ni kuhia
Mr.
Bogonu a
enkobo obi edin na nipa obondin no would name said you obetimi aye obetimi sha ha wo sabai no okay question was it but na se me ba so man try baby sabai afi
bi aka ho for so fu
lawyer Evans am so what te baby obeso what de wo beka ansa no aba but still an ebekoso
na dia na me beka
Supreme Court
I said Supreme Court at me there king
anti Supreme Court Kenneth Brabema yent the last bit me per se yen kai ho kakra the the Chief Justice or can we the 2 hour can say judgment.
Observe that PW1 from the above extract was merely being evasive, since it is obvious that if you take away the alleged padded votes of 4,693 from the total valid votes of the second respondent as at 2nd December to 9 December 2020, as shown above, the second respondent will still have obtained more than 50% of the total valid votes cast, satisfying the threshold of Article 63 plus 3 of the 1992 Constitution. On this issue, we are settled in our minds that the allegation of vote pardon, though serious in an election such as the presidential election, was not proved by credible evidence. Furthermore, even if the vote pardon took place, same was not material or substantial to change the final results, so declared by the chairperson of the first respondent, in holding that the impact of the vote pardon, if even proof, could not have affected the declaration. We are emboldened by the decision of Lord Denny in the case of Morgan versus Simpson, 1975, 1 Queen's Bench 151, which was cited by counsel for the petitioner in his closing address. We are observed, however, the counsel for petitioner only referred us to only one of the 3 propositions articulated by Lord Denny. In that case, Lord Denny summarized the duty of courts in making declarations upon hearing election petitions. He stated 3 propositions as follows. 1. If the election was conducted so badly that it was not substantially in accordance with the law as to elections, the election is vitiated irrespective of whether the result was affected or not. 2. If the election was so conducted that it was substantially in accordance with the law as to elections, it is not vitiated by a breach of the rules or a mistake at the polls, provided that it did not affect the result of the election. 3. But even though the election was conducted substantially in accordance with the law as to elections, nevertheless, if there was a breach of the rules or a mistake at the polls and it did affect the results, then the election is vitiated. When Lord Denny's propositions are read as a whole, the combined effect of the proposition is that an election will be voided upon the occurrence of infractions that actually affect the votes of the citizens cast at the polling stations, and not the incidence of administrative errors and or mistakes committed by officers charged with the conduct of such elections. We find this same sentiment expressed by our own eminent jurist Adina JSC in the first presidential election petition case, Akufo-Addo and others versus Mahama and others. Number 4, 2013 Supreme Court of Ghana Law Report, Special Edition, page 73 at page 237 to 238. Her ladyship had this to say. Quote, courts usually apply the election code to protect, not to defeat the right to vote. Public policy favors salvaging the election and giving effect to the voters' intent, if possible. The right to vote is at the core of our democratic dispensation, a principle I've affirmed in this opinion with reference to the Tenadi and Hama Okansi line of cases. End of quote. Conclusion. We conclude this judgment by emphasizing that the petitioner did not demonstrate in any way how the alleged errors in unilateral corrections made by the first respondent affected the validity of the declaration made by the chairperson of the first respondent on the 9th December 2020, as already stated in this judgment. The petitioner has not produced any evidence to rebut the presumption created by the publication of CI 135, for which his action must fail. We have therefore no reason to order a rerun as prayed by the petitioner as he really is. We accordingly dismiss the petition as having no merit. By court, the petition is dismissed as without merit. We make no other as to cost.
Hello.
Abusua ya sa babiem we someone and a judge for or mobile no deni or the two jana no ya wada or kinkai the court no trans hu ye nyina 2 hours na lawyer or hinijan say lawyer Kofi Musa say or tro no brofo say the or tro no pepe ma menkai or say please ask Senior Kofi whether the thing is functioning properly after the vaccine. David, also been Busalo ya friend.
Only the brand to upon the sense of also no. It is saying
Not thing there. It can mean anything.
yes.
Oh, so the lawyer in there, Kasano. It's all specified.
On my better and further particulars.
Thank you. Mamen Kok Bibi and Kwam says MBSC. Ibrahim Bawa, good morning. Hello, Ibrahim Bawa.
Hello.
Good morning.
Family, boss.
Yeah, Wokumasi as a sea, I see baby any crown so Komobi or Horom, Mr. Adaroma, Chimunianko.
I thought your friend Ibrahim Bawa, Mr. Yamson number 2. Ben, say, the Dobras will be able to say, Eba, Utra, questioning Quantabam, Sekia, and you move very deep. Police waited the end, I won't say, and come at them.
And then SCC and Pacho.
Spent a year load to bed, Jenny. A Jabet, Pimkana, Manipa, and Son of Wonderful, woman can now have fresh serious. That but anyway, company tires, it may you or what pay.
Is it time, babe?
It's Yano Pay, how much he, 530. That was a ridiculous.
Sisi I can say police for.
Police before first night one, so we near the park. I'm no more precious or one penny.
I want to say penny.
Police one so one penny.
I won't pay my dear Bencoso.
West no a union picture of Yaka and Kubanum. Can it find with you? And Nanan and that candidate to Banum. And I be a Wuta.
It's a baby and the police for waiting.
And Kayane, I am not with one of the.
All right, yeah, that's it. And to wait, I mean, sure say a COP duku. What? Because an opinion and a feeding in the in the ever to us or animal. That's it. Bawa. See, so another person also send the food to chest or no vaccinated any. So, you know. Where I know MC woman, see our POE. Also vaccinate. Okay. In time, I caught a and President John Dramani Mahama. Also, no, Central for now, Ludism at two party for one Central for and Yentino, Yaba, lawyer or some pine war.
Compared to the two previous leaderships of the Commission, what we have now does not meet even the minimum requirement of neutrality and non-partisanship. And these are two essential principles for consolidating our democracy. Today, the much-touted independence of our Electoral Commission exists only in name. This should give all Ghanaians cause for worry. Today, we still have, as a member of the Commission, somebody who publicly stated that the political party which I led into the December 2020 elections is an existential threat to Ghana's democracy. And yet this same Commission member presided over an election in which a party he claimed is an existential threat to Ghana's democracy participated. In the parliamentary elections, clearly NDC won the majority of seats. However, through devious manipulations and connivance by officials of the Electoral Commission, a number of these seats were illegally declared for the MPP. In some instances, the manipulation was so glaring and brazen that a simple intervention by the leadership of the Electoral Commission, as has been done by previous commissioners, could have addressed the issues and righted the wrongs in order to make court actions completely unnecessary. Therefore, it is not surprising that international election observers who attended on the last election identified collation and tallying of results as one of the challenges of our 2020 election. Posture and approach of this current Electoral Commission does not inspire confidence that is needed to preside over any transparent, free and fair election. Indeed, this commission has absolutely no reason to continue to remain in office. This is because the Electoral Commission must remain a neutral arbiter and organizer of elections. The Electoral Commission must not have a vested interest in the dubious victory of one party over another. The loyalty of the Electoral Commission must be to the people of Ghana and the Constitution from which it derives its mandate, and not the president or party under whose tenure the leadership is appointed. Immediate reforms reflecting the long-standing image and reputation of our Electoral Commission as one of the finest and most credible on the continent, and indeed in the world, must be one of the focuses of public advocacy if future elections are to be devoid of needless tensions and anxiety. My brothers and sisters, we cannot forget the burning issue of the deliberate exclusion of the good people of Central Kofi, Akpafu, Likpe, and Lolobi Sao from the parliamentary elections of 2020. This constitutes perhaps the gravest injustice of the 2020 elections, perhaps even greater than the election petition. It can easily fit into the worst forms of electoral trickery ever witnessed in our nation's history. Despite the shenanigans employed by the conspirators in this issue, it is abundantly clear that the rights of the people of Sao to vote was intentionally violated as part of a move to ensure the predetermined election outcome of a particular parliamentary constituency. This represents unparalleled abuse of power by both the government and its handmaiden, the Electoral Commission, to influence the outcome of the parliamentary election in that constituency.
Akoko Abon kukuruku adie chibia.
Come on. Mr. Pine. Discuss.
Me baby I'm fancy here. Kinedward. Voice ye former President Mahama Meboa. He acted
with the KTA Justice Sanimi.
There be me kasi
okay.
The action shows immaturity. Inciting people against the system.
How do you mean by the system?
Ghana or mine, Yakoto Abewi, Abaye Koto Yano, Asem Akoko, a cool particular menu penny speech, and all come masem, the Supreme Court of Ghana and the Electoral Commission. Nin some more countries say, oh, di lolobine, Santo Kofi Sembaino, Sassam the court. Parliamentary resource, Assembly or the court. Or the Mami Jimenez and the court and answer or the results near declaring the court. Into Betrana, Becasa, and Samanan will be Mukai, ye appointing no Mukai, the dinner term, a trana the pa. Now the and none of the Bell press conference. Abekacha Ghana for. As what Justice said, Obina Kofa say, O Maye Juma Manu. Sign opening Kasa. Sana king opening Ekasa. Mina Mikokaya, Kebedu Matem. Until say obey Jai Sami Demfi speaking note now, Kenkaino, there be a son obey.
Ediana Okaya, Wabum Rasu. Wako court. Or the court, or the Asmakodan court. Court Eddie, Patrol 1 second. Court Eddie Nimua Yaba. Or also so let's say, dear court kind, the Nino.
Minkasu a boom raso. Minkasu a boom raso. The matron said, Ninsen can ye be, and Jessa ye penny casano. And some are Becca, a besha before. Says Akofa Central Coffee, a perfume not to fonts and buy no. A dear Napasawoka, because I send no crank cow court to know. Meanwhile, I want to cry no more trade diary. Nathan Candice in a winning sassy to Nanya Peter, but win a winning ya, and Quebecas Assam. And now, since I will be catcher Ghana for say, Electoral Commissioner no, will be now Kofan and say, oh, may and the Manu. You are inciting the people against the system, and then America. What court? And some men are the court. What's the Wujaya Ira? King. Wujaya Wayirano. Say a genuine. Say a genuine. Say a bidia. One can answer be. King. Wapa Wakacham say, Mimia Minuamuno. Nakwa Wujanu. Na Wujano to say, want me answer me giant crow. Inti Sanya de Casam no. Oko court. One Casana we a petitioner. Wua assembly fa hono. First day no muko court akoye. Any no ye buas ma akoye no. Subsequently no, Tembian wakonya no empty. When you been to say onkosi one name. Lawyer how? King lawyer ha into me there mean to me cano bebre san chiremu ye. If you say me sampan. Minya assembly.
Me
kwabrasechi. Minya assembly na mean to me kwa. Metima ka say something Kenya meche enkosima nam. Na me dimensa ahye nwoma ase edi nsi aguso eya David. Tell me attorney the captain papa don say titi brofo authority note amano atro power of attorney na zo sa akwa we. Power of attorney. One manu to me say me kwabrasechi. Me say Kwame Samson. And then Kunkosima name Kassam Nama. Said the Yura Macmenu, no Gina ho Emma President Kufado. One year bisa, a dance for na decoy, call to the sea. What dance no? We are said Dunkatia Becca Bibi Kakra. Nipa me no aka Dr. Kosawa attend the column tea or Siaman biscuit, not the same crowd. No Jomet Nunu.
Road.
But see, one more year by the fireside. Look about the fireside.
Wama Kasa.
Something is fanciful. Who are your teacher?
There be the Okayano, and I'm a person. Okanasa.
Me can't dear me, my name and no betiasia. You say a fanciful, and a bostrom kaya, a groby, and anti some and on better no court to honor. And she said, court a cast and some way. One more Emran King, here. Or say, what want to me about a publication of CI 135 now, a fag gazette, you know. Once my back in Yanum, the be me answer some.
Pacho say, open TV person be can be a bit me I refer over dictionary definition of fanciful. Over imaginative and unrealistic. And unrealistic.
In the time I can't say your one and so you trainer and your fireball. I will timidly tread dear a coon when you are yellow. I think to the intimidity. Talk as an answer.
And you answer about Kumoinari. This is fanciful.
What would I ask them no more?
Me must have so I didn't
because I call him me.
No, I am a Juma.
Make I was say,
we go bro for our coming and another fears what yes. It's not me.
It's okay as you go to the intimidity. Sir, and as some near the woman, we say, as soon as you call your baby, we just help in it with one of now. And yan as some near better other. King, almost say calculations now, 1 more year, you know. And Timmins is send another Danko for the president. 1 year 50% plus, you know. If you say one casano, one fat a dance here, uncle. Here, we are master see. No acquire with thesis. Variables are fire, no. For sample, we bar. What's the will share? Say nipa do send a here more. E will come see her. Want to be fuck massive for over 2.something million in a year. Into a baby, I also say here, not for nipa me and saha, no coha, not for nipa me and sa, no coa, not for nipa me and sa, into baby, no be a nipa or her. Now they are representation of nipa 3 million. Edru court and lawyer and war hay. Young fat sample and a didia dance you. Send me 10 million egumen passe. Obia bewia. Inti 10 million no, with the 300,000 representing 10 million. You can't some now, you are the 300,000 now they call you know, and the back has some no, if it's an only dance here, that call to them. Who kokota king, and yet they may say, they may susu, and not a ubo to my casamo. A yamrana, the law. A ya dance here. Evidence, okay? Emrano, any a dance here, court to Mra, she said, the friend regulations and so forth, no, and no, any of the casam, no. Now, what to answer want to me, Uncle Bibia, fast answer me. Now, we are what press conference. So, we are linguistic analysis of the speech now. 1 year, court assembly to move.
Or see what you do, or say.
What can I say?
He's legally no. Or say it is legally binded on him that he disagrees. And in other words, Emrano SSM no or no woman yadrin.
Dimrano the Shenuntra.
Of course, President Akufo-Addo came in 2013.
Or say he President Akufo-Addo can say.
Now, was a crowd and an person in the classroom.
We found corpus at some year come of Bobby at the year.
President Akufo-Addo
President
Akufo-Addo say, on the court, and so the same thing.
What's it, Emrani Shemi? And Mijitum and Emrani Shemi, 2 different meanings.
I get you. Okay, good.
If you say, Semi, and your Umra, and the Shemi say, Manu has 7 woman meant to program no so. And can be a medicine 7:30. Right, me boy. Because what did be compulsion be what you know. But say, me did to say, me bus 7. If you said, son, a yamra, machina. Not just a me bus 7, no bus 7. No, some the title say, and you umra no. What she said, 7 now. That's a come, but 7 catch us, me massive, you know. In some now, Okano. Ghana for Yinara Yatie Hey, court ne transe. Menam ka se mre bi atu ba JSK. Obetrase 4 minutes no awie no ko. Me catch and say them see name the current chief justice no. Obema the judgment. Achirem emma wo a wotinche biara no enya fe ne ekofa na mesusu se na me say. Wachirem said the assembly tie any bibiara. Nakin enkrofo bi eye ntufatu ho. Between 2013 petition no any ne. Kinedred 2013.
Basa court so can say 2013 me 21 a petition and so them.
Yes.
Court so can.
Yeah. And I'm say if so them say tama ye car say yam fa pink sheets emra no. Me champagne kwabra se chameti here. Me nam dey Ashanti region dey nyina ekoye. Me kodun kra na ben 9:30. Me di kodru baby ye ho adwuma no. Me free one any 5 minutes na armed men bi call her. Cause scatter ye no. Na onim say yen ye bibia ye yan correct fa. Near about 5 copies of Nemani Nara. Until the free munina no ye sign produce. Ye court no. Over 14,000 polling stations na. Ne nim say abroso no. Ye di call court no ji tumu. Obu ano na JSK atubi baka say even though ya do say no omo de no osusu say em fanso bia emma abanum. What you say? Baby I can say when my church titi no all the polling stations say you ya no ye de koi yanko yimiensa bi anka say ye de amponsa krom de ye de nyame be kire de ye de finger of God de na de koi. You see, baby, omu titi ya no say 35 polling stations we submitted 35 pink sheets. Now who court? No one fa dance yanko. When me kwedi adanse ma nso no, won so mba court honum no. O ma ma me kasi entwa banu mu. Won si ekwan a ye fa so bobo ye no. E na anye yie. Court na gia tuma kan kire mo say. Yes, obu baba no. O say total vote cast. Now so results no any analysis no are reflective of valid vote cast. Inti na no a pa ye no ansisa results no. Meanwhile no musumu calculation no na no omo tro krata say omo kwakwaju omo sika akamu presidential parliamentary refund no. Calculation dey no mde and you 47.3 bibia de ma Mahama no from his records no and you no the letter
onyaye anaye de ma
onyaye ya trama no and you na omudi ya calculations de call letter no nti wonye results no ntuma it was just time wasting I don't know help take a woman ba kupe wadi nkugo o wa adwene bi se obesa babiem memie hu se ma ninkugo court that SCC electoral commission wiame and the court SCC enti all kalasem no odi kan be guma minu hu fi owie ye no what doubted the integrity of the highest court of the land asam no enyo a former president I want tension me say that you be contest bim se nyame ye wadom na be president Supreme Court, the highest court of the land, you know. Watch a black. It's a microphone. El catch you say, one would need to buy. No money, ya no, and fuck him, no more yama ubi. Oh, King. I told the beer, Mama yam for politics, no, alcohol. Me, I'm telling you, if you never, I'm not going to refer to the former president as a statesman. Because no idea, no, he showed no statesmanship. He showed no statesmanship. Enti nyasa ene ye niema no asem na court. They call yan so mo kan wa dance fo e ba ye be kan ma sem ye tie wo mo. What is identity ni afa ma me din mensa am gina dakam. No why den. Ono why den.
But break.
When I was say
maybe 1 second. But break wa kasa kakra ma mema lawyer so.
Nka uma mi wie ya.
And for anusi.
Apatrapa landing. And also, one camera beer. Now, former president, I will figure so bad. Cover land Apatrapa, helicopter, and Kawaya teacher. And I did any of Apatrapa landing. The Penisa, a semi smooth landing.
Okay, all right.
I'm see for me, Mammy see for me. Mammy J. Mensa. What's it while Majinada come? Or no, or near some. Wo and I will say, Uncle Ye. What Nasa approval case, and yet or no, and as a Becaje, you have to say, or ye near now, I need the year. Nasa wo no one to me a conquasem, or dance to phone to me a conquasem noa, was Mamina Majinada come to know, or yet the power will be great, Mammy Fefe, as he channel, a ditchery as in now.
Medasi, Mammy commenting. You go so a chain, said lawyer, Ivan Samankwa, Ebeba, they are not elite, I hope send else be elite and why. Protozwa. Or say, Mama is just bitter. His press conference was contemptuous, and the Supreme Court should invite him for questioning as to whether he should not be incarcerated. Fanciful taste in tree is Kweku Anansi and Nadasem. Oh, okay. Okay. Kwame Adinkra agrees, and he says he's not commenting on what Sampine has said, any lawyer, because the Obekambiano will be used against him in court. Kwame, good morning. Lawyer Mankwaba, not to take you or to make sure say Sampine Bekasa. Lawyer, a Supreme Court petition, any Akoko petition be a petition. According to President Mahama, say the speed and alacrity with which Dr. Kojo Afrejan ebabe di adanse sata we na ntisa enu ntino normal nkoyi na say me sure say what here two tapes no the Chief Justice and President Mahama yenin komo lawyer Francis Kofi
yo Oshe or speed ne alacrity said the kana
hey bia when you see me words no
words na me use
okay
almost 2013 petition no that time no na yenye rules part said a govern 2021 the enunti ema case no drag on for almost 8 months into 2016 ye kwakoto abano ena President Mahama Abanya rules ebe govern how the next petition biano yebe kono yebe faswedi no into usha not technically no ye were 42 days per limited the whole process to 42 days. Now ekobasa anu a even rules na nkasa so ahihye timelines bi e was a court no any a lawyer for na petitioners na wom respondents na wom fa so MID asem no said the bear ye be wie no within the 42 days na emra no ahihye no. In terms of speed there ehun hihye no sebe President Mahama na ban na hihye enye aban we na be hihye enye electoral commission we as presently constituted and hihye woman na hihye say emfanya adwuma in the next petition sebe amnana omutu ye na womo aba bedem
no speed abeka no wose Kojo Afrejan wodi akokika and the babetina asibedi adanse na mami Mrs. Jemesa wanye ne sa ehona ehano
eno no so de ohun say ye di wo hwe 2013 de no 2013 no MPP for the one more pink sheets ne ade nyina collect one more evidence one more against those constituencies in results now mupese council no di nyina akoe. So in that situation there it was electoral commissioner no for whatever reason must come to explain why certain things happened or didn't happen. But this time round, In fact, me as some no yebesha se kura na be kind petitions, nyina ne one more response ne ade no. I said to myself, say, me just as they took the initial objection, I thought this case there wouldn't be the need to say yebefre ubi kura na kasa. And I said this clearly from beginning. Said send a case na aye no. Enko hia say isi na kura beba be kasa because sabi wo say Maria wade be na Maria wo say wa be kire me the minua ya wo say the Maria clearly no I wouldn't have to be called upon to testify. And this 2021 petition no Mrs. Jane Adukoye Mensah wo share evidence now and John Mahama de court no crane say there was no need for her to come to testify because senke na NDC for and I said John Mahama can say me collect me results ni nyina no minya bia 50% and I minya 49.2%.
And our nominal figures 6,700,000 and something.
And on which constitutes about 49%. Memfanisa. Na Akufo-Addo sonya bibi memfanisa ono so there 49.9% into one cross 50%. Ya hu sa bi ewo sa petition we mu. And the edikan so ne say wo mu nyina age tu mu say pinch the electoral commission ewo no. Wo mu so the same thing. Anything as interrogatories production of evidence documents, inspection of documents issue in a court because clearly you have admitted there were copies of all the processes, all the pinches. So why do you have to waste time to call on somebody else to produce his?
80 cent lawyer petitioners no omo ede omo pinches no eba court. Eno de nkebema isi no aba be ji oma no ana.
Yes, because in that case who aba be can say yen because yen nyina aja to say pinches no ye obi musumo obi yen tablet ye de ana ye quality ye de no. This is the results we had. Total valid votes supposed to be, let's say, 13 million. We also say 15 million. Total votes cast, our valid votes cast, 12 million. We also say that one there. And only there, there will be the need for the Electoral Commission to produce theirs for, say, an annual call EPMC as a KPMG. Additions and subtractions. That one, there would have been the need for the EC to come and explain away why the difference. But in this case, it wasn't like that. And yes, sir. You say, mistake in the tabulation. Most of the correct results number. One most rectify mananya the same figure now the buy no is the figure the EC has said say almost and why do I have to come again and testify? There's no need. Because who say who check who results when you 7 million media me because of the swap one man will say, I made a mistake. Into my correct, my father 7 million. 7 million now would they assumptions. Me my final because what drew my attention say, maybe the initially there was a mistake. One was a judgment. One can say they wrote to draw the EC's attention to the mistake on why Emma EC went ahead to correct the one more declaration, the following day. Now, having done that, there was no issue.
I see. Me so time my proceedings the cost me observation say in fact penny for me and sa on bekasa ma NDC na for me Mr. Sidun Keti, apart from baby, or says one far results now, Mark Court, he sounded very convincing for me. Sounds also an name Sequesa White, and you can say Rojo. But said the court, no, is he describe Rojo Nick Pesa White, no? Now, media make an Mentias young Conadia court, no, so every or Montias young Kwana.
Ken,
Lawyer,
court there. They need to be resolved. And sir, there were one in Matamata, I said, at the end of it, we want to know what facts, what evidence will settle the issues now. I are setting it down. No?
Memorandum of issues. No?
Memorandum of issues. No?
Oh, I see.
At the high court, lower court, they friend no issues. Simple.
Okay.
But Supreme Court, they find memorandum of issues. And evidence best support to Boama court to now resolve the issues as set down. And on here, Nanya Sabi will carry the other kind or eloquence, or brought for out any waku could do nothing. And not Muka say, if it's all big can be craft issues not down when you na Abia
PW1.
But Osha, Enka, of course, look at Rojo Metinunu. Look at Pesa White. One more eloquence. Sabia Chan Parrot.
Echo.
But clearly, they were not addressing the issues. They were not helping the court to address the issues. Because issues in our court, had nothing to do with whether there were irregularities in the sheet or any of the pink sheets. And that's a collation of the results. No. And most Madika signed that I certify all the pink sheets,
13,
original collation sheets.
13 of 16.
13 of 16, yes. Must certify. And once you've done that, you don't come out again and say, I sign with reservations. Reservations, so I am making provision on the sheet itself for you to indicate why either you didn't sign or even if you have signed, this is your observation or reservation.
Okay, now let's back to President Mahama at press conference in the reaction. ABC still on recognizing President Akufo-Addo as president because one on congratulating ABC is within his right. And ABC Bibusa force to say Ofre will be congratulating and Sana the president now would Edimu.
Oh, the Supreme Court now has a cry in their judgment and he said, Wama Kumbulos no more and Emani be a more air cano. What obligates them? And I said, then a show almost say, Sebi, EC be declaring results or say a party agent or consult to party agent and as a party agent to be a part of it. Any law no baby. The same way, nobody is obligated. What you want to say won't recognize the president. And there's a be all right, even though Ufa no so the year near be a bet me actual. And you on the right is a obe freno, opa on freno, or person can be a not don't forget so a politician. And me political issues no candidate, I don't really bother about them. And the politicians they always be politicians. But say Russian and I say obligated to acknowledge the president or recognize the president. And I say ye obe freno achiano and bibine de bibia and shenusa. And I know some map Akufo-Addo be any less a person than a president.
All right. Lawyer Francis Kofi made us some kind few text messages now. Lawyer Mankwamre now comes over. Oh, geez, sometimes we see ya do remu. To me, I say me can answer my answer or can say, it's a while. Welcome, Lawyer Amankwa.
Made us say,
I mean, kind of text messages in right. Ernest Wataifa, or say former President Mahama's butcher. After the verdict is uncalled for and primitive, he should show. He should show statesmanship at all times. God richly bless Akufo-Addo. Ejadam etro fimem John Mama had the appropriate forum to produce his evidence. You failed. Instead, you sent 3 dash as witnesses. You, the petitioner, couldn't mount the box to defend your allegations. You failed to provide any evidence anywhere except at press conferences. Now, you keep holding press conferences to bleat like a goat and squeak like a mouse and throw tantrums like a kindergarten child who just dropped his ice cream on the ground. Ejadam, you are only exhibiting your prowess in the English language. Bro, for now, the next time, while I know trophy was it the petitioner wanted the court to order for a rerun just because of mere slip of tongue by the EC's chairperson. By the way, DM's refusal to congratulate the duly elected president doesn't take anything from President Akufo-Addo from discharging his duty. I think Onet Lawyer Kofi more can the same thing. Okay. Honorable Fuseli Donko writes, greet me small. Okay, I greet you, Honorable Donko. And you go on to say, stop the diabolics this morning. Why play that tape? Shaking my head. Which tape are you referring to? And I miss you, Diana, and I say, President Mama, Diana, and I say, just any your boy, Diana. And you go on to say, you are at trouble, so I should come and beat you. Me, I don't have the strength to come and beat you. All right. Teacher, could you, I say, yes, you have to disagree with the process of the trial in court. But remember, in court, we deal with evidence and facts. Lampard from kudos to the Supreme Court justices for their ruling. OPK Ogoso, Mohammed's petition was to deceive NDC supporters so as to get another term to become the flag bearer. Lawyer Mankwa, oh, yeah.
Ken, Nyango Pado Mewe.
Wow, Panier.
Ken Panino, Menyango Media, because Menya shows a drew so.
Now,
I don't know.
Because it is a penny for about say President Mama Crack or what, one in the Contoka. Tiran first be our Casa for
Mentis will be a Casasa.
Jimmy Montreal.
Messi Mentis will be a Casasa. Men car said the old cannon and drop.
Any tea was soon. Jimmy Montreal. Tea was soon. So I knew we are mine and then.
Can any on Julia Mamma myself?
Oh, I don't know. I can't Miss Roman Perro, but you got the mommy. I just said the young
amount for no but compensate for no with another life and no problem. Your number one, as I say, what also ABCS. Young Tuama, so switching to me and study to Aji. Them made of sweetie pie, Padaroma, one neck Hokeni, Wabedi Children Hokeni, Mufiofu, ministers, one more press Romunin in our fishery reservoir minister. Monina, one fat namon try, who did vaccination, the Maubin, also making sure in your conisarian. More fat leadership by example. Try it on yourself. And this is for Mr. Moya Papa John Dramani Mahama will like Mr. We PSO Kojivasi where Papa we no be other protocol. We come and fight you because this year we say do baby. I just say we have to fight. So we Mr. Wara, we will come and fight you.
Hanabisu the can say situation.
But say Anabisu wanga say we all can hear the position of NDC and I don't know any personal opinion.
I hear.
And you be a kind of personal opinion. It is about your life. Say I really chiwa. Na unku wa say hana wo onyina onchen anaze odon ko sai wunu. Enti wakana dwene. But I'm of the humble opinion say vaccination no yenyina obia emono ba infection yare na yare ne that
overall the other way
minimum the process is a modern film. That is something that I'm a bit confused about.
Say advertising areas are with me.
Oh, and I mean, say, do we maybe to call me? Yeah, I'm about on Tentum Cross.
Okay, maybe share my boy.
I should never go now. Some power what it is.
Wow,
some power. Busana Mammy on your way.
Now, some women are Busame.
Some pass on boy. What's wrong? I don't know as well. Can all the name be out.
Maybe
some pass on boy. So,
lawyer Kofi now.
A tear for Muntio. She said, some pine or at the studio. not Ken. Edward say what?
Me pacho me jatwa we dey chewa any. Mr. Omian Makokamasa. Sampai me.
I said, was he will recognize Brother Kufa?
And you know what's a mere
what Pandians who are required. You know who recognize your cousin.
Lawyer, Supreme Court, the President of Kufa Ganjubia said, Supreme Court judge. Lawyer,
Sampai,
vaccine na yeah vaccinate on no yeah President Kufa the same vaccinate
point please well noted
point mama nkasa
Sampai
vaccination Kufa the started Ghana
Sampai
no Ghana started vaccination
Sampai the pacho throw me off gear Mr. Me pese edim komo emu papa ono e ka no kana kene wonu say ya na nke apon
da bi hwe dem wasam ka
and e ka wasam e ja Sampai Supreme Court judgment President Mahama's reaction. Let's move on.
Okay. Ken, yedi ka me da wase. Me da Hello FM atiefo nyina ase. Me da NDC fo a wasa de mem ne Ghana nyina ase. Me chia obi bia nso for ene 6 March Independent Day. Akosi weekend. Ye nyina ya nkwaso. Na Ken, Supreme Court ruling any President Mama can say ne press statement or the after the ruling no. Ken, also platform yaso na meka say I'm always very careful when it comes to the issue of the Supreme Court. And then the whole system. I'm always very careful. But answer na me kono me mantity hu bi me koso me mantity hu bi. Ebra minia Sampan started say okasa no. Or started straight away to attack President John Mahama said, not seminar or kind of very immature. Now that is an unfortunate statement. Argentina make us asem. Say my court na court of bua semeti amena me ne court no nya adwene. Na me express me opinion the me dwena and you say it is immature. Was the President Mama incited the system? Now the Electoral Commission and near more you can so when you're careful you'll be forced to use certain words and it's a review. Ejuma papa na Electoral Commission here ya or said don't demand Mama about Electoral Commission abaso.
Or see Supreme Court and
no can say Electoral Commission or incited the citizens against the Electoral Commission. Okay.
Was against the system.
The system and Oma is only the Supreme Court. What's it two system? Okay. Electoral Commission, you want to know Ghana. Also, to the extent, say, because the parliamentary elections and Yama Bonia Koso, Yama Fon, Koswa, Obiewuni election, but MPP 4, and I'm saying, yes, only MPP. On the same bed in Tino, Omofa Kuntrasa G seat. Katima South, free and this for some a cool Nipansua up to now, yet to be share one more with this Abon, you know. Then Ghana 40, I say, depending to say, it is all right, it's also President Mama, Ebo, a Kaze, Jen Adukumen Sabazo. What are we talking about in this country? Now, I can say, I can't say, Lolo before the South for no, Abana ya moment to be parliamentary elections, there are moment to be no, and no, the Yango court in Tinisa Gokan Wasem. I mean, what country are we? Just a Piongo, Tribium. So ya kwan eto aba won pesu aso eyi ubra se bedwam na ya fa kwati kwan eyi nkofo bi free mu se be ma obi advantage nti no man kan wasem
lawyer we are lawyer ni sa salfo asemi semi kaya emse court
yes
e ko si say
Ken that's what court yes
very good
and you can but na sa no from Supreme Court asemo na da court you ya pass commentary about it and that only rise over kan wasem
enti de ma e bi so can President Mama asemo so say asem na wo court no hu komo na need by do point bi a o kan sala asem
of course na o say o kan ye
kan petition no o kan Daniel Domlevo asem when Kaiser what the so court enti I say
Ken on passing the comment, he was making a general statement about the conduct of this government in this country.
I see.
And they're all right to say that. Okay, we no can Supreme Court near my course onion to kind of saying onye omunya adwene ruling no but ojitum because Embrano Shano, the Constitution, the judiciary, the Supreme Court, say Obubu Asema, only wise over Gase, Asema can mean into. What you to and was stating the opinions on no money.
Or say, Oma, a legati no at the appropriate time they will come out with whatever. But does it look like review Baswana?
Can Mammy flew now? Why don't I some fun some more kind of you
some fire in our buy. Some
fire can't send me or semi react to it. It's very important. Very, very important.
Was that why you kept hiding somewhere?
I cannot find people before me no better.
Why not people?
That the lawyer go for young people. Why am people so nim?
Me just why people.
Why am people? I go find people before me no better. I can do visit Metra studio straight away. That
meaning say or
why am people? Only himself in so people. Like of young people. On to me deny that fact.
Now, oh, yeah, people now on your Ghana.
Oh, I mean, cast on your Ghana.
But in any case,
and yet, yes, Master say, 5 people for me, no, but me and this back. Trust in no, you know, make us as an own, you know, because it was a baby. Men did that time, no, it is say no. Oh, my God, we are doing so. But time in our mouth. But you didn't try rejecting me. I have to set the parameters. Say, Obreno, so me, you were necessary. But yeah, okay, can you understand? So I was all the free bread because we need bread. Yeah, a lawyer. Oh, Kim, me, Masama, I can say, me can say, President John Dramani Mahama Sama Okaino, Wakasama, a just a very good statement. President John Mahama, former President John Mahama could have said so many things, a bit my anxiety. The numerous over 6 million voters are more to Abamano. But Okasai say one Ghana. Now none you belong to. Now dear a bit me at our mind is something that everybody is supposed to be avoid. Nipa kasa same way a tiana samson. And you say is Okasa asema macho nanka man no mebo yisi na maso say yisi why day. Near my phone yisi way was abato ebumu. And ya Ghana na nyame doy and President Mama ye leader or wabotre or a leader or dino man ho and Okasa anyhow. He said the binum Casanua and Gawe sure say Bananka Ghana at maybe at it. Ghana for or say Bob Casa or say Bob President John Mama Abasu Yepa. When you can you can't say now Messinia lawyer Kofi or Casano or say President Mama Mona Shemra on the can say the issue of the conduct of the petition, presidential petition. No, it's a bit unfortunate. Senior lawyer Kofi Bekasa because President Mama on to me the procedures and the rules of the court on this to me on Sajuma Jino. On this are to me, so on the court made orders. So orders na court no make and so because the court no make orders within his time there. But President Mama on to me draw rules and my court be organ. Only sa to me. And the so because President Mama mona ye omuna tutu amna no ma akọ tomu dia. President Mama, you go ahead and set the rules. Am I caught to be?
Let's educate the public. The rules regulating further conduct or processes of a petition hearings, you know. The rules of court committee under your watch.
Fine. So
signed by the former Attorney General.
What's the President Mama? Only the two. But the court made an orders. That is something that we need to.
The court made which orders?
Court, because the court, Ebra OD Assembly in 2013, I'm making a lot of orders in relation to that. And the rules of a court committee, and also I'm making John Mama said as a person. And
in his tenure as president, and as reforms he by.
And is
it better put?
No, are you saying that John Mama? There's difference between your tenure.
Okay, my man, straight it up.
Okay.
John Mahama time and
exactly.
Okay, now let's haven't done your rebuttals. Make your own point and let me hear you.
You see, Ken, I won't say yes, Sama, Yakan Wahabi concerning this Supreme Court issue. Me as a lawyer, me near bia me in relation to a kind of saying this Supreme Court hearing. No. Ken say Obakaya, Abra NDC for a year say I was here file a witness statement. Yeah, file a motion be for interrogatory sir. Na ye pese ye Mami Jane Mensa. Eka hwasem. Na ye mako 12. Supreme Court no bogu, and as part of the reason why omobogu ye no, I say Mami Jane Mensa a file a witness statement. And on the witness statement, no, she will speak to those things. And you know, na ehun ya say ye be ma ye kwan am ya be kasa e be busa na questions no. Ken, lawyer go fi beti me e be gi atum say technically na obi file witness statement there or the right say witness statement no men kan 170 no it would be expunged from the records.
Court and a ruling.
What say?
Court a ruling by.
Me pasa be say
enye lawyer Kofi ne be you am Supreme Court and I will call ye. Who did you want to now call the Supreme Court here?
I saw me kind of say one uncle, so I call court really the asama I don't know. What I'm trying to say is one who filed the motion for the interrogatories no. Court no make a ruling, and as part of the reason they gave when they say Jane Mensa na person busa na some 12 na ye kan wasem no has filed a witness statement. And for that matter or testify about me na kwai busa that questions no. That was part of the reason why court board answer the go here. It was now going forward. Me just say lawyer Kofi Bedia says so be file witness statement. Technically, all right, sir. Because I'm speaking to the witness statement. That right, but sir, that witness statement I see me can be that right. Sir, it's me opening the case. And no see me right. So between you opening the case, now me superior because who said Jane Mensa and testifier and give us opinion. So that's here. Now, a case, now a supinion. Supreme Court is on my crime, a case, me supinion. I did not just watch it, and I'll and I'll bomb me.
So the Supreme Court aired the law.
Make us some decision, the better Macato more aired the law. What's on the decision is on Massa Quino, and might be open again because they are close to your case. We have taken all the, and draw my quine. A draw Casso Macquire, me no one because and Bremuno, Ken, that's what I was okay. Yes, Mr. Dia is my catch promise, Ken. My cast asked him we actually. Mr. Dia, Yan was some I don't know, and yet, but I was one much was a baby you know. I was okay, maybe to the Supreme Court here, and yet was a better movie since some four, the more Supreme Court today. Ken, dear, me best make sense. I summer a course Supreme Court no. NDC sema kwa yankwa ko dia growth said na menua sampan e ka say fanciful me say witness so that say PW3 identity case oh what's the case ni na I me kan no ken sampan o kan kwa do mama kwa no me say onya se dia gina so de okwa no team me say me tie o ye pa afi de na so me kan no o be say team be mo am be koto anadisem ma me do kunu ba the fire side na bi no mkoye sabi say ye nwuru ni wachi a so o say agree but it's so good, it's very good say at the end of the day a lot of niema bebre abeba abe president ewo yensem niemu ewo Ghana ha enema bebre was answer you President Dramani Mama Kasa NDC for your Supreme Court enya adwene enso do maka no atemu na aba no yaje atum any problem ho the issue of say can I say omampani John Dramani Mama be Fred and Akufo Addo na so on friend no there and no there me to me is non-starter because the reality on the ground na say so friend no so one friend no odi ni mampani to onko so ni mampani I don't think anybody should be bothered say obe friend na say on friend no and sabi I wouldn't be able to sit here to decide for omampani that John Dramani Mama say on take his decision no but Ken in all I want me person me can see studio say NDC has a solid case. NDC conducted their case so well, but the judges understood it from different perspectives or more different opinion altogether, and they have given their ruling. And this as a party, near Yasempa, the cockot, and you would say, I was say,
by someone father's DB uncle. We beat me now.
Ken, I make us some. Oh, say, na lawyer Kofi Kasa, say, pink sheets are ya sign. You see all those pink sheets, Now, electoral commission, so, in the form 13, Form 13 or the declare results. So what I say? Start from 13 or the declare results. Say a portion of how I say party agencies who sign. And I'm a
minimum.
A portion unim pa. Menka so unim.
I don't know person cars.
I miss unim. Menka so
menya election officer da.
Unya election officer da, but unya journalist was unim sa
minimum.
Esawa. So unim asawa. Elect a journalist of your because repute the baby why yes I do more could do now soon name from 13 say I was a party nanka party Supreme Court say omo hwehwe mrade no any baby I say electoral commission from money party for you see such words good for our democracy so just say electoral commission cause electoral commission bia no or wetima e do pe bia obi antimi kan
lawyer amankwa say asem ya kanwi NDC, SA, MPP, and cross so and I said Nanado when 50+1%. Unya saying.
Now, sa calculation no. Menumi do say you try her. Eka ho asema severally. Anamiwa.
Menkai.
Onkai.
Because answer no we beat me aje. The work campaign paying na to me. Just what me convince me say. And no cross Akufo-Addo unya 49.3, 40.8, to say 30.1. Now, we have so when you say I also win him, also when you say I also win him. It was a better match the old Canadian.
NDC court no. We quoted a figure Jane Mensah declaration of that resource no. Jane Mensah declared the first time. Of course, sign no. Per Jane Mensah no more sem. I can't say a day. Can't say that you must out na. I can't do mama dear home poor. So what I say? On to me and cross it, and to me, impact the elections. And yes, I At that time, the results now or declare no. Send no cut free so the following day now. Of course, figures. Oh. Ken, and because of discussion, I don't know.
There be something that me try some.
It will be about over 300,000 votes or free.
The total valid votes of NDC.
Ken
in books, you say.
Ken, minister figure from Ekutamen Sisi Amendokase. I don't have that figure now, but Ken, the reality on the ground, no, and say, yes, no, I be an anwakasem. At your chance, I vote to over 300,000 free so. Say this out, take myself to now, can you know, Emma, your mama, dear. Then, yep, somebody can say, then pay your own calculation, no. Nana go for the 50+1, no.
80 years, nano, sem. Ena mode Akoko pay.
Nanya you see the article sister
very good. And yes,
make that declaration.
And is na no asem ena ode beye sa correction no.
O say
ode na no beye declaration na.
Very fantastic point. You see quality abano. Ya na na ko e. Ena okeka ba omu na o say onya sa figure we. It is a wo ba na so kwa correct na. Baby a chichira bo onya wan dey dware no. At that time, the question is one wine the contrasia or co arrive at that figure. Pink sheets ben or Kikabo Mudikonia figure. Now, first figure also no. Pink sheet ben or the Kikabo Mosinia. Ken, it's so difficult to ask.
Don't get emotional.
I'm not getting emotional.
It's so
difficult to ask.
Where the young see a pink sheet in it. Yeah, the easy can over. Ken, Brekum West, yenya say, Amansia East, yenya say, Mensia South, yenya say, this is what your papers need, Monkanwe, the Akaya.
Asama, okay, I don't know, always be a person safety post.
Who is trying to shift the post?
I'm going to tell you something. Ken, Asama, can very simple. Yes, he came out with figures. Figures, I'm not the Abon channel. And no, what they are about what be declare based on that one make a declaration. That declaration, I'll make it. No, Ghana need the ati or the Adia, you know. What about sister South Africa? Educate some who's out there. O pick shit out in South Africa way. Adia Chia, South Africa way now. I don't know who catch them family the Emranza. I said, but I can't say it's not there. Namubusa free easy. Yes, Busa free is what I said. O first figure out and I got 300,000 no free so no. I'll guess said your mama that figure on the bar bonch now said your mama and you're touching myself. Yeah, the man of crown won't make any difference, but the deduction of that 300,000 votes, so the touching myself, you know, your mama on there, then it will change the results. And for that matter,
and President Mama, touching myself, you know.
What was the more kind of and Ken, what's saying? Ken, you see, sometimes when we are
Matthias. Dear, what can I say? Later, no, easy now also obey declaration or none is obey corrections.
Ken, a job back as such as the Chima and South. Abandoning the match of President John Mama. HB is elections. Now, just you know, the Chima South in Assam and the match John Mama never says, and no to wouldn't need the moral right to come back and tell Ghanaians and say, I dare kind of and this. What's that one are you talking about? What's whole television? So I can't say what you're Ghana for, and people are preventing the EC from taking that responsibility. What data? No, what data are we talking about here? You see, that is valid vote. That is valid vote. A whole EC. What a transaction? Then who we are? What Sampai? What you was some?
For I'm seeing me baby do come to me.
No, I didn't say yes, no. Election commission only that difference, no. And now over time also kind of walk away. Election commission only that difference, no. Then what? Why you totally irresponsible easy. And don't deserve to now. So mama cannot know right.
Okay.
Say that.
All right. Thank you very much, lawyer Manfa.
Then I don't say responsible. Don't say mature. Is that what you want me to say? So that's it. So lawyer Manfa, then I don't say mature. Okay. Irresponsible.
I know your opinion. Lawyer Kofi, Marima 1 minute. Never in rebuttal.
My person can say, oh, say the declaration of results, I can know. A process ended with the publication of the Gazette. Notification, a process from the time a baby or baby announce until sir, I may bow. Oh,
any pattern that Ghana in Wooden Gazette.
And no China,
so Wooden Gazette, I mean, will be the minimum.
What's your name from 13? Ghana Union.
Now, also when you say you're valid,
Somewhere fine. Make lawyer until say, Uber catch him say, CCA, me ba NDC headquarters. Ubit me a catch him say, Munya X amount, MPP for Y. The other bia me no beji ho achi ye ne say asem na aye say enkomuhunu ne yedi ma menya convince say na munya ye ne emfa kansem eti no next week abeba no me so be ka figures amunya ye
next week ameba no so the MPP for me no ba ma me ntiase ansa MPP ga so the MPP for me no ba ma me ntiase.
All right, Samson Akwaba. Okay, Akwaba was here. Yes.
Expanded panel review.
Expanded. I like that. But the most important thing is, Chef. Me my own co. I can't say judgment.
Oh,
veterinary consul. I'm about we see who's a doctor about Kasa and I'm the virologist Kasa. It's about transporter. Yes, airman. Nasaka no. Mete and I was wow. I dare now what if I home. If I say me used to be 5 minutes, it is uncle nothing. Maybe Sabafia, lawyer coffee, lawyer.
Obey memoir. Nanka Yinti Minister Nankasa. Minister for Transport and Aviation.
Is it on your designate?
There be says ya confirm. Ya confirm.
Something other than what it mean?
Ya confirm. Uniano. Uniano no. Ti di esiama suban ti sa na usuban sitie. Nyasa.
Pacho mami ti the minister na kan yemfanya adwuma.
Whether we like it or not, God have come to stay with us. I am of the know that countries have started manufacturing COVID masks. And in the long run, that is where we need to go. In terms of spacing, in terms of sanitizing the masks and other things, and we are discussing with the Korean government, the one they started manufacturing those masks, that is where we need to go.
What's the idea by bus here, sanitize the bus?
Again, or call appointments committee parliament, or more vetting, and yes, Ghana government has started here or more negotiation with Korea government. Say, say, Ken. A year by COVID by police for brepa. So the buyer met me. I asked him when I some number for na yes. Or mobet me ama on so ko trabas makin. Bas ni bi wo ha. Nipa e bi nipa 50, nipa 60. Na wo ha maxi o free high call Accra. O be se bi 3 hours, 3.5, 4 hours ending. Intino o mahu say COVID abe was say we are senior see eye niyama bia yes sam nti basis bi air bar eno de kin okotra mu a senior wo ye into anopa wo kan eye meka say eye COVID compliant basis a che say wura mu no kra no kin minim ye ko obi na wotwe da bi e wo em say ode no apia answer no be wura inside. Niyama bi a ye best real. Yes.
Sanity.
Asana ebeye. Ena wuram so kra na. Omo ye niyama bibira betimi aboa. Na chese so obi kra na ebia yare ni bi wono. Na okoben na entimi nya den. Enyawo. A betimi aboa ebi kra na face mask ni ade anya ade obehya.
Abai ena wakra na okokra.
Afa na omo ye negotiations.
All right.
Ewo eye on the Korean government, on the Korea for homo when a fast bus, long buses.
But we or a committee national some remarks about half you na akasafa.
Yes, so we in a yes, as someone a peko can a appointment committee and we at the papa and me small documentary be near said saying a Ghana phone cry see at Yasmas in the union, various unions, transports. Unions I will come say and passengers in be so ekasai.
All right.
Yeah, the transport one some there. Any any problem on say aban kofa car ba. And that man say a competition. To omo ka so omo kofa ba sa ba nya there high kra. And nya there and nti na ba be break aduma na say the aduma ye no.
Say see how there I think say senior mostly you to comply with the rules no there. But in the long term no na mean say very sustainable, especially if it comes with so much cost.
I think so many bar just because since I come a ticket, my home sir. But this kind of man no, my ticket is me go inside. Even though I'm no smart no, or not more business sir. When you find so front sir, definitely be doing that door. Or be to be your best no.
All right, that's as a transport operators. They are not in disagreement.
There be. How much I say a yadia sabine. Negotiations now, Ministry of Transport and Aviation, on Zaban yard, the Nam say what that sector in the ministry and spearhead, or Moncosano Munye. Nakin, a buy-in, and the SDB, we have police force a year motor traffic transport department, a year MTTD department, almost so and a bar, science, saying almost genty, many. A year superintendent Dubai or no and a year regional MTTD commander. Meso mena chicken coma a busan or not again a fast you.
A police for especially MTTD for the idea Yajitu Mupa se Ibinyampa Anka Abra Okayana Nanka Deti Ana Aba. If you say then enforcement. It is sometimes say or crime so that's a shete. Road traffic accident no esobeti na you sign the COVID-19 protocols enforcement and education no eka ho a etoda utumi hu se ebi kwa ho a opa police for no ho na wasan ayi nti se sa ahye we ba na NS o be hyew o hyew o fro car na sanitize o na obi bia ye kama ya de a ye papa.
Hey, say, Obi be na so obehye o show otenmu a.
Lakin eba say ya ade ba ko no say eye Kumase me de Kumase eye sa document de Kumase me de ye was city authorities transport department.
Be busa say cars.
Yeah.
Kumase nkwa na eba na.
There be second minti koye 16 regions. Me ye no Ashanti region. You was saying 43 districts. And you have 47 constituencies. Me Kumase Metropolitan Assembly. And I'm there, me case the
CD American. It's a petition na a court some sample na the koi.
Yes, and to the Senate, somebody see, yeah, walk as a and Kumase KM Transport Department, Mr. Randy Wilson. Also, many
the church near taxes near there, DT Juma, Ewo, Yaman, Baby na Bomade. I be now so actual many actual and China just a day, say, you know. Omuntumi enye enti ne share buses are Minister for Transport propose ya ade a chese enoma ewumu a ebeboa ma ya hu ne die atumi akoyie no doso.
Hello 101.
All right, chef ni na it buses na say
kid sisi ade nya ade a minister no it make a number no just a negotiation no conclude and sana obego say be a government of Ghana e be a be procure e be a X or Y number for now the my bet
also say
Ghana just say ye pay bet no ye ya put in say e be as am kind of make a minister na kan so o kan keke dia amampo ni je nti na omutu
lo Akoko ma membusa wo da me ti wo kwa wo de wo kan wo de area afi me beka Ghana how that the crown and the crown so ba
no there we are saying about can ken
me ba why a GBA president Ashanti da
there be nye
enti to was the president kasa president the na mbusa na say enti wo say so buses we e ba Ghana ha ye be who you so ye no kwano no
the question pan we bisa no your maintenance culture any
bus we sanitize you be protect you ma obi kra wo I didn't be intimate quite sophisticated you bet me
your problem kese pa ne say ade a ya ye no ana say ye nya no ye be hwe so ye na yesisi na krakra no as we go along but and only a challenge nti e ba dey o dey hwe bia na yare na anchesa na ne bus no ara ne course nti emfa ne sa na yenhwe but I'm praying say betimi at least na yatimi service buses no eba na timi adwuma say
yes Pracho meet you lawyer manka
oh me also again I've always said
no
I've always said say adie bia de Ghana mpuntu I de Ghana code name I will never be against it
okay
because at the papa bia ba Ghana enye MPP from Ghana be benefit okay say I do dum light I de dum light say nyame ngwa light dum de bia
say dum so na saba
so anyuna bia mudum light but
nya anyuna nkwa avia
nyina mudum but okaka MPP for bega to say bibia sa ni ho sa o mame wawu na so wada anyuna bedu di obedi na abehu eti me ade papa bia baga na me baba aban na baso because yenti na aban na wo ho ndi aban na ya de papa say covid no ken eku ya dofunu bebre eku ya busuafo bebre
but lawyer Kofi can say COVID enko down abeka ye ho
ken Ebola is Ebola coin enko that's all the here na ahwe so we have to live your style of life no na me nipa bi di nkomo bi na o can say it was very interesting was it nose mask no enye COVID nko na prevent you that's the way you move bebre kwa na so to be prevented nose mask the nose mask na there I was here cause why then yes at least especially when we are outside say na betimi emma food throw ni ema
okay
enko ken say passes na ba say ankoye say can promise dwumadie na bi o hye ba on timi ni so no na we dey be ba dey a ye be bona ba so
onu abokojo baajiman maminchi anope mamusu awo panie and you are wishing Honorable Martha Kweyi or a DC or Jaboso happy birthday. We'll say she should live long to fulfill the promise of God in her life. Honorable Kojo Ban Ajiman and Ochia Maxwell Kofijuma writes, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces is an extremely privileged and very measured and sacred position. Whenever any person is blessed to be chosen to occupy that position, it should be clear to that person that it is the expectation of the people who chose him, and indeed the whole world, that the dignity and the decent protocols of the office are held high. I believe that it is within our rights to expect a better demonstration of decorum from former President Mahama. Lawyer Mankwai is not helping by his comments on this platform, but he is not here to flatter you. Yes, Mr. Pai.
A bus is needed. Mamima further particulars be. Also, on share public transport in general. Start STC ne Metro Mass. Then the various transport unions na bansu no mo ebedin kita ho no ahwe kwan a betumi procure sa buses no, but beginning no the best start with Abon there no STC ne Metro Mass no. As I've told you, I'm privy to most of these discussions, and I know say no.
So are you saying that on authority?
Of course,
how many buses by initially by when?
Buses do only they cannot tell because they were looking at.
Bosumi Ben is expecting
Bosumi are expecting be free manufacturers no almost 50 buses no eho. But what I can assure you say the lawyer etiha lawyer man come your lawyer for me no oha. NDC lawyer tiha eka and I said King promise lawyer be just side omunyai asem no Asem no
say ankoye promise na New York so go see hospital makuma this is hospital makuma go 88 and then ato abeya makukura
saba yan sorry so mama vetting of ministers any somewhere by yes say a do point be committee no omo rejected some of the ministers omo withhold be there omo pass be be there called plenary be there almost I know omo could come eventually so far 29 ministers and they approve omo bako enyanko 29 not omo 30 can and call vetting bako so no na yes swear omo na on tiapo into omo yaswe omo 28 na sa vetting yi emunsem yes say say NDC party omo defy omo leadership and omo betray party no omo collective good Samuel Jemfi wrote that. Thereafter no yati the empenifo asem no form omo ankasa e de bi aka de bi achitafo aka de Ghana fo ebi ka Ghana fo bi kura say Mr. Samuel Jemfi and someone oka ya no say what the leadership of parliament it said here say ye NPP and as NDC leadership said the other parliament and I say any munyama ba form you know ABC inciting for contempt parliament inciting for contempt this area say issues in anafi yes sorry so
you give me that answer no 2013 court we a petition no say consequential orders no buy no min kai there na one of them na say yen regulations on time you did petitions asamana the lawyer from between Abuamia. We can the consequential of this now. Supreme Court the was the part of it. This is part of it. Say consequential of this the buy there. And then now buying the and the bone team for say yes. We did say if I saw was to say yeah could be say ya and I'm assuming what fear. You call yentino yanti so. Attorney General na ono mukodi no aban bi na share no kasama aban oye mama aban nti aban bi mirato na bae Canada
bemene
mini kame mo ministers ni nyina baso niema won trinkwa na ye mo nyame mpaye
me be so en be de ma men kanye sam rebi fe akosikosi or UK akosikosi happy birthday to you
odi koko kan we be kama say
ni dia na akosikosi oya asafuni
I just said you will be asking.
Akosikosi.
I say you ba kon so Germany chapawa. King mema won baso na yense nyame mpaye ema won So wanamo bia ombetu no. Nyame no ankasa enka won ho. Omufa kuma pa ne adwempa. Na dwumadin ne adwumapa. Omufa nyema omai Ghana na yenyina yenya ho emfaso. Nti enua na ponom Dr. Duchum nom adwumamanu nom mekasa mebuba dambotwe nom meyie enne na me am darling girl my sister me bibia awa kumsi ono so me man
so okunu de na betan we with darling girl
na so
na darling girl ka say asem keto
what is darling girl
me darling girl my sister me ma me bibia
okay o ma me de manti
ajaja what's up we ndi na say o better ye guy no yeah be
maybe say the best be a guy
aye
say
what they do I can wasem and someone a course of parliament Canadian baby a democracy na kudu e ni say ye de propaganda and ye de chichiro man we be kaya last week we program me send you question message BBC say e ye vetting no mo ya na e yankusisi no mo ye lawyer for the omoti omni the difference between vetting and inquisition vetting ye kototo ano ehu de wo mu en de betimi aye abisa onsem bi epese ehu inquisition ye bo kwadu bi na beyi kwadu na no womo ekwa womo anim no fa na ne abɔ ne kwadu fan pa na ne abɔ ne kwadu nti sɛ woyɛ political party na wo se enya trimupo sɛ wo bɛma na nado dan kwakufu ado amamuo wa embarrass no wa frustrate no no atwe asen na wo dey political tool na dey be propaganda aka nsɛm a enka whole political party like NDC enka mo panimfo eye neka said pef after fake
any pep be after
now your friends and fake function executive committee mo enkonko trase enka sansem say ye committee ye nkwadwene ho say ye kwhye ye MPs say nhihye aban ye ne nkrofo do omo ba mommo wo mutum na we are disqualified kojo opankroma o lawyer Evans when you do be kwakodie ana ebe ma Aruna Dusu agya ne minority leader no aba be ye health minister inti adwumo pobone eno na ye asem a former president Muhammad Troshe Sami Jamfia no say onko kan kire wo mo na me hu no simple o
na ojina
me hu no simple
o tro na ojina
na nya de bu akuma so ne be no ne say ma the reflection of Sami Jamfia no na no after call decision no enye the same thing or reproduce in the speech no enye the same thing nya no speaking no so tro ma no na da bi o kan na ka be ka sansem we say because when I'm say abamba bin da say unya obetimi a contest o ofi say Haruna Dusu no mo anti yet say leadership no mumma wo mo hunya hima wo mo krofo ye kwato abase akoyi speaker of parliament eno de mo bo say na wo mo refi say parliament no ensam no esisa wo ho reasons om de maye kinedwed obi say no omuka say omunyi hawa kumsi free mo number hawa kumsi no reason then say what to you edame kan me se me sampan say me and then this vocal bobo a would for na no so ma attack me ebi anka metu akum nipa na imagine say wo ko baby na memma batititi moto so attack o na egana ha emremma obi aho kwan say obi abetimi atotu aba no ho ban no use no appropriately senka kwa na tumi establish say etu anu kwa nyanyu kwan so eno nyaaye enyanyu kwan so no to ya na mkotra ho na muti makotra fake na mukodi nkura asem wa abekere Ghana for Say obi uzo bi ama contract. Wa abrogate contract wa mo man boka. Hey, such am near the cardia nka NDC functionaries nyina dem. Enkomo nyina dem. Including of Swampofo, and no contract or more abrogate or money Zoom Lion. Kama Ghana. A very wise project, a car or more abrogate a card board Ghana. It is a minister. Now on Shisebi or ho, no to says no, the air code yet. Na yencham na echire kaba na manfaso papa ma o man no a enu nti yenkotwa niti yenkotwa ne mene afei na mubia mudi wey aye basis hwe we party a ye wo aban decisions and ye wo party decision enya ndisi for na na ekoyi minister so Jane MPP ye party no ye party ni ka asem a na se party ni gitum wi a ye party ba bia sede so obedi so na emom the AC parliament no enye party decision executive legislative decision one we independent yes one free mu and call as MPP MPs as NDC MPs but when they are taking decisions in the house enye political party decisions. It is one more who said, oh, committee being Crawford say, now we're not a plenary. So one more, what parliament, no be who said, my junior muno, Nipa the bet me a year, Duman and Caribbean one, and we are trying to power. You didn't Crawford them. Yes, it was your womb. And Koraba, one more year politics, no, a binsia. And you be behind the propaganda here. When in basis, make I pass as Sam George Usaba or see what they did was the good for the good of Ghana and living one party.
Sam George say, any emotions, any the extra parliament. Na someone a parliament here, they are journey, and then she say, and they say, who are what's in China, say, what they a patapani emotions. Next time, say party no be nominations akofa form ne koko contest parliamentary candidate o we near no abetre fie ho no no abaye wakeka bensem no na as far as he is concerned here e adwene ne nhye enye emotions in the parliament.
So you go to support me cause say enye political party and the decided decisions ma parliament. You can whip into the whip system no a parliamentary into whip leadership no but not the party chairman and party secretary.
All right, I have to make progress.
I know, say, president was selecting member. One more majority of them are ministers that one more ministers are function within the executive. Yenya Sensu Boache, Bantma MP. Yenya Abujinapo, Nukran ni honu yehi.
Abujinapo,
Daboya Damanguana, something ya Damangu. One more I deputy chief of staff. In CN9, they've gotten the experience. And I know, say, one ebeye Madin, I said, Dika Kayano, Yan Fampaye, and Tawanchi, at the Pebiara on Bayano. It is to the benefit of every Ghanaian. And to your best friend. Now, you have your TV, you see, when we say president, or more independent anniversary, the forecourt of Jubilee House.
Well, we said Sam George has written at this point my attention was drawn to a publication by Happy 98.9 FM, which was untrue and malicious. I responded to their post and called management of the station and demanded an apology and retraction within 24 hours, or I dragged them before the National Media Commission. The media house has duly complied. Also on country, also on country. All right. So
now, what are we talking about, people? Publications are about a year. Modi big can send the propaganda and then I say for no. Say Obi.
Evans Brem. Oh, that means Evans Brem was time.
All you this.
Ken, David.
Ken.
Yes.
About
I didn't see that some people.
Me cast much. Obekaya about a month ago. Oh, platform yaso. I brought the issue of Goforne and nominate you a buy no. Make assembly was a nomination no dear. Memin Timim Pamu being gofa or before from a show. But my only issue that I have with a binimu war the conduct of certain people. And deserve some bay ministers. And you know, NDC should protest by voting against them. And it is within our right to do that. Now, Minya, Sabija Vibuafua, why rise at Bubu, but maybe point to say, maybe I be drew Piao, your life, Muno. Ye Biano, Yemfa, can say, Nidian Ubu, Emma, Yem Penifua, Omudianim. I'm of that opinion. The reason why I'm Casa say, MPs no multi parliament, no most no, a more pentinum got now. And answer almost 50 and got parliament. I'm representing a constituency, and by the party take it. Ma obi or parliament or MP bakwa or parliament won't be an say. And then in your party will be say, or no seat no any vacant and then by elections. Assembly Besia can on my one. Parliament no more it is yes, parliament is an independent institution, but parliament no what chief whip and those things there. Whip on the no more. At least also to be told the party line. Position of the party. Yakotu aba wo ayawasu West Wogon. Yabo member of parliament assume. Obi a minister of interior, obi a minister of national security. Asa appointed independent. There was a committee. Committee no atimia kasa sanko for say prosecutor mo. Ebesi na enya obi ahwe. Sani pane ko parliament biem na o ka chem say wo NDC ni wakoto aba no say sani pane sanko minister biem a I will not ye buntu bi for so na. Assembly ne pese yeka no obi nkasa sa nipa no ye kotu no ama Ivan Samakwada kota no dabi na me ndisi krate war power no say na me minister me DC me hwe but that does not mean say sa nipa we unqualified to be in that position and say yeka sa nipa is unqualified I was say tibika and now I was saying to me with all honesty me ashamed of people meant to be leadership. Because there be a leadership look at no man. Me ashamed of people who voted for British Hawaii Kumsen. Because Hawaii Kumsen, it means 161. I just said this for people vote to man. And I'm ashamed. Now so we MPB, or NDC now to abandon the man Hawaii Kumsen. I'm ashamed of you. You have betrayed the party. Because
me bow.
Oh, because so got to up to today. And to see I did you know. I'm going to win what your crowd got to say 20 alliances up to today. I said, I issue here. And security is a script. Evans. Because how could say no? How could say this about the law? Some women I'm going to check.
Evans, sorry. Why are you doing this? No. What the way you're right. Oh yeah, radio discussion. Penny for PT. Yeah, do come on. What's that? And I said,
this I'm fine. Can you?
Sometimes I think I may address you.
Okay, address me.
Yeah, me person be busa on say. Parliament okowa. Decision bia na okwa akotiki no. What did Jim Crawford nyina akọ obi afi o constituency no akọji no akoka. Anase wo use sebi wo adwene da utim na asem na da ho no wo de akọ akoka. Me person be busa sa no.
Ken, Parliament, Okowa, you are a representation of any padudubi. And at all times, better. So at least you obey seeking the opinions of the people you represent. Especially the political party no one am no so they call you. Yen ka say mi so issue adwene. Anya ne manyina na also to mika ba constituency bebusa. What is also to be you see?
Lawyer, okay, says 7 January. 7 January. MPP for presentee will be a parliament and to a banyan speaker. NDC for presentee will be a yen to a banyan speaker. Say, Oko kind a banner say DC Koena. Nay, obvious say MPP nibi to a banner.
I know great.
Sir,
Ken, I know great.
The banner say 3.
Ken, but because I'm sure there was one independent. You see, some mom can I mistake.
Was let's say
NDC 137, MPP were 137. There was one independent person. NDC at 138. So why are we saying the MPP Nina Tumabana? And independent in na or parliament wa Sam a Nippon Amako speaker Ogun and Master do differences at the Panova Tobanana.
To say the panel etuma.
I know they mean to be said, but the chest and there was
a ballot back say.
Ballot say and they send Nippon and I'll be what to about, but I don't say MPP need to my NDC. But Memetimaka, as you say, sir, one vote to pen the Becca NDC, the woman 138. There was one independent. And the NDC say MPP need to my NDC. NDC need. I said it.
And I said, I could say,
Namako said, I don't say no.
My dear,
I just for I would for the so I just for Engojina. I said, Madam,
it's one to say,
my Kokwe, one for the back, so on your doors of Ungobia. I'm second Japan. I'm Japan, say, on to a bunch of doors of it's one. Can I get one on the
what can he?
Please, it's
what can he?
Ken, can I get one has said this on one station?
It's one to Abano. Edema, a can.
You better say,
NDC for. Enquire to about the man, Right Honorable Abon Babin.
Yeah, one independent Zuka idea.
But since say over the sittings of the parliament, MPP Mona 138.
But just at that time I got to about the day. Yeah, one independent idea. So that is the point. And yeah, MPP need to mend Abamabe. No.
And now boy just a foodine.
Maybe some just say na or just say I just can't say obi to say no. And I'm now some men under a person can because the fact of the matter say oh I can say honorable Akoko and I'm gonna say I just have now go for over catch us on contest no go to no oh yeah speaker of parliament who did he only the ODD to the extent of Canada Japan and station or kind
chief patriotic they make a Sami statement.
I want to say,
yeah, no, okay.
Who was I say? You're to say, me can't say now, but was I just a food? No one can you.
Beat you.
The person just a Canadian say, Michael Quay, I can't say, Honorable Michael Quay, a former deputy speaker of parliament. And friend, catch and say, on to Abantia, on your campaign, Emma Nebano. And I know, a doofus, I just have 40,000 going in. Now, over the speaker of parliament.
Maybe.
I just want to make a cup. Me say when they were God, please don't make a time and a baron in the contest here. And I make as if so you don't know what I'm talking about. Time and Michael Queba and I just have to contest here. No, of reckon the post on your campaign man against or no.
That's a campaign. Say a John Mahama crowd or your campaigner. Obey me a Kufu Adufi. There's nothing wrong with that.
And
no. Is there anything wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. We are now over Pebe. Would that be so okay?
So by so saying,
would that be so okay?
Say no. When a tutia,
when
a tutia.
They say you're independent. That is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Lawyer, I wanted to.
Lawyer. Lawyer Kofi Devi. Wait.
Ken,
Lawyer Kofi.
I started 7 minutes ago. Some point I started 20 minutes.
Lawyer Kofi. I'm sure veteran.
The whole day,
okay, just yes, yo.
Lawyer, but I do so.
Make us for the microphone. Ken, where's I make us for the microphone? Make Mount TV.
Hey King, I thought you said you were hosting a lawyer who represents the NDC and who I suppose is a grown-up. I nearly borrowed Supreme Court description of Mesa White and Rojo Betenono. Kwame also don't go through that. You are getting tired of your NDC lawyer, right? Or then tell me that. Abawa wrote from UK. Good morning, King.
No, listen, King.
Is Parliament of Ghana working for Ghanaians or for parties at Parliament? NDC and their patapa, they can never stop it. About reading for you, Mr. Mama is a bad loser. I'm very sorry for 2913. MPP had Okay. Mami Adwa, thank you very much for your text message. Lawyer Francis Kofi, my into point.
I feel na Matthias says no person why try out of person or parliament was here. Maybe a friend of filibustering in legislative proceedings. As I'm no hijack it. Now Kasama needs he said a bear will be anti me. And
your friends
filibustering.
Okay. So far to them be Pia Buza.
About the election, vetting, made major politicians, because some major fee as a man or can't find the parliamentarians, said the medical can be our right to be expressing the views, and we don't begrudge them. But the problem power with some major fee statement, has to do with an attack on the speaker in particular, Speaker of Parliament, because Sebi, Speaker on 12 baby our Parliament.
When the lawyer man far from one rebe for Mr. Fatima, and Najman Prempe Nadmo, the Director General, and birthday.
My friend do one fat, my friend man happy birthday one fat. Cancel so.
Nanajman so pesa. Obi frewa fat, I know frewa chiao. Obey yes. Okay, Chief Mitiwa.
Speaker attack Nadia. I see it as misdirected. Na Speaker no on Twaba and also decisions as to when I am young passing or young and answer one young disqualified no no why Sebi referee keke ena ofio when it is our attack on him say we have a speaker who rode on the back of NDC into office to pursue his own parochial agenda and nothing more. That is most unfair and unfortunate to the speaker in particular. The other is Sebi.
But if one attacks the speaker of Ghana's parliament, any pakro ebi no mo na mo ni mbra any pakro no say otwe about privileges committee okay
because this is a serious issue and let's see how it unfolds. See a simple question and then regard to honorable Babi not Sami Jempa chief because as Speaker of Parliament.
What's he saying? Ken.
Kasa with telephone so we could hear you now.
Arrangement and not a person on the free because on a presiding. Indeed, none come on Cassa. I'm a Speaker of Parliament.
Muna mde ko mu wiane ballot paper na mu di tumi kanu enya NDC for the coaches ko dey hala so hayi ko fa ballot paper ita
kinede
okay mama
adana wa ma ya bedi na no president
na say lawyer Kofi na esko kasa no o so on kasa o DBA president o person kasa kese okay na akoda ne banta okay mama sorry so ya Jamfi right. You've managed the NDC guy, pa, and Master Planner Junior Kim Tampo was him. What we have to consider most in vetting is the nominee's ability to work, not personal character. The NDC members who voted for these three ministers are the true citizens, and they understand our democracy well. Farouk Watema. Kudos to both sides of Parliament for standing their grounds and sending strong message out there to the NDC propagandists that they can't be zombied into their self-seeking agendas. Sami Jemfi's statement is irresponsible and denigrating. Such brute attacks should not be encouraged at all. Farouk and a trophy tema. Samuel Brian Boabin also throw a letter. Also, Dr. Baumia in 2013 as a sole witness convinced 4 out of 9 judges. Mr. Mohammed's 3 witnesses failed to convince a single judge out of 7. Indeed, For your opponents who did not lead evidence to win unanimously on your own evidence tells how incompetent and unmeritorious the petition was. He went to court just to waste everybody's time and impose himself as the sole flag bearer for 2024 elections. Mr. Amama and his enablers are sore losers. Going forward, we don't need such characters. Okay, somewhere Brian Boabin text on Leviticus powers. And so I throw another letter, mean to me and kind. Bonti Benjamin throw a short one. Is it the way former President Mama and the NDC have been bastardizing the EC? Would they call on them to organize any election for their party? And if they do, how will they classify the outcome? Coming events, they say, cast their shadows. Ejadam, Mim, I think I've done that. At this point, Mamenda lawyer, Evans Amankwasi, Mamenda lawyer, Francis Kofias. Lawyer Kofi Wasam.
No, the Meka say, one more political, I don't have any issue there with Samija and Fine, apart from Speaker Nediana or Can. But when it comes to vetting, no so me think kofo bebre dia o mo kan about the beer how I comes in say ne onte brofo ne that kind of stuff and also so there no kra say Ghana ya ma brofo tie ababeye issue bi ti say obi nti brofo a onim nyansa competence no ne eloquence difference won bebre pa ya obi a kasa gegegege na
lawyer was the brofo kumi
enti yanhwe sa de ni na ye make sure say at least nipa na ba na especially obi a why adwuma di bida or what different ministry yanhwe ne output there na yemfan judge no going forward dan say the beka say onti brofu nti eden na even say nipa no so no kra no say oye oba na reject no a nipa no nka oye incompetent man nko na in favor wo opposition no because okwa awantimi anya adwuma ekotia Kufuado na or appointed no ema next time you will vote no out so clearly say me no say if you obi ba na oye incompetent and not or whatever mono to you no allow the person to go so that you or no affect it see
it's not about the person who said the person is incompetent. The issue here is that when you are a minister of state, you are supposed to be there for the Ghanaian populace. You don't use your position and yet the work of a political party.
And if you are
to the extent that against the other political party.
The same thing applies.
Hypocrisy is that.
But he has said in Parliament because of NDC. If they should go and do the work of NDC. What's up, Babetraha? Minister of
Mr. Samuel Pine Swasi. Sir, Penifomia saying an feature on the Independence Day edition of Akoko Abon. Quite historic. Lawyer Francis Kofi it's not over about because you know said yes yeah and just say what I do nim the never support you. I mean say na mako on this day March 6 2021 Ghana is 64 Sampine is 63. Yebishi next week. Kosuti Hello 101.5 FM.
Meaning, when you say about 1x better, and your football corner bet to be there when you bet. Buy your website in this one. Open your virtual games to say football. Come and make it too. Come make it too. And a good year baby. I'll bet to be there when you see baby. And yeah, no crown. Buy a special 1x games. No so open your games. I did to say money with. And you say, who's fine? And then yes, it goes. The year is open your account. Our 1xbet.com.gh. 1xbet. Oh, 1xbet. Shop right there. Oh, say yay. Yeah, my customers in happy Independence Day. Now, you're doing your party water from pa. And it is 64 years independence, no. This is a Verna still water. 500 ml bottle, no. And you 59 pesos a pair. And a fine nice ice cream, a hot roll. 2 liter carb, no move beer, so. And you 27 CDs, 99 pesos a pair. And we will hope to sit much. Shop right. And we're done for my bitch, we don't want to swap beer. Minia, wouldn't say about 1x bet. And your football corner bet to be there with the bet. Buy your website in this one. Open your virtual games to say football. Come and make it too. Come make it too. And a good year be bet to be there with the Sika be. And yeah, no crown. Buy a special 1x games. No so when your games are to say money with. And you say, who trying and then yes, it goes. The year is open your account our 1xbet.com.gh. 1xbet, oh, 1xbet.
Hello FM. Hello FM.
Muya Iwe.
Hello FM.
Muya Iwe.